You want to see what I did? I did another thing. You want to see what the thing is? I think most of you are going to be happy with what the thing is.
I think you look so pretty.
But I can't show you the whole thing. So, sorry if I have to have my hand over my mouth for the first part of this. I really hope we don't get booted tonight.
Can't afford it, bro.
No, we cannot afford to be booted. We need to make an income for our business and thus an income for our family. $250 away from tonight's goal. 3 full goals, and then we're out of here, and it's a successful week. You guys pretty much made back what we were behind on last night. This is... Oh, boy. People are saying, my God, show it, do it. Do it. I'm just kidding. I can't wear a Hitler mustache on the goddamn air. Are you out of your mind? My face is back.
It's so pretty and smooth.
My face returned.
Look at you. Who is that shit staying next to me now?
I don't recognize myself.
It's pretty weird, right?
I really don't. I don't recognize what I look like.
Are you happy with what you see?
I do. I like it. I'm a very pretty boy. Okay. But I feel like, you remember when Henry Cavill had to do those reshoots for... was it Batman versus Superman? No, Justice League. He had to do reshoots for Justice League. Mm-hmm. And when he did reshoots for Justice League, he had a mustache because he was doing a different movie and they wouldn't let him shave it. So they had to CGI out the mustache and his face looked like weird putty clay. That's how I feel my face looks now without the facial hair.
I think it looks good. It's weird seeing your chin the way it is, although your chin's been exposed lately.
I feel boyish and youthful and all kinds of shit. April doesn't bitch when I give her the old smoocheroonie.
It used to hurt. It was pokey.
She would act like she was being injected. Not that she wasn't every time, but she would not like it. So that combined with people calling me a 70s porn star, and then me going, you know what? I'm tired of... You know what I was tired of? I had an ice cream cone today. April and I went to an ice cream place that we like.
I take Big Boy out for his cone.
And I got my ice cream cone that I love so much, but it always would get in my mustache. It'd always get in here, and I'd have ice cream. I got to rinse ice cream out of my face like a fucking 4-year-old. And I just decided when I got home from the ice cream place, I go, that's it. And I shaved my face into a shape that April wanted to take some pictures of before I got rid of it. We took those pictures, and now... Those pictures are under lock and key.
You can't pay me enough for them.
Next to our gold bullion that we have stored in the backyard. But it's not in the backyard. Why would it be in the backyard? Wouldn't it be great if someone dug up our backyard, found the pictures, took those, but left the gold bullion?
Well, which one's worth more? Come on.
Hopefully someday the picture.
You can sell the picture.
Hopefully someday the TMZ wants my picture. Phil Samhole says, look up Cat Timph. Nice cum on the glasses look. Yeah, I think Cat Timph could be the mascot. We were talking about cum glasses earlier. Whenever a woman wears glasses, you just instantly imagine your jizz on them. And I think Cat Timph has the heaviest notice me jizz glasses I think I've ever seen.
I don't know that person.
We were going to do it this morning. April was promised that she would wear her jizz glasses on the evening show tonight. Had we knocked out this morning's goal and the evening before where we came up about hundo short. They got within 35. I mean, that to me, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with, missing every once in a while. That's okay. But April also got to wiggle out of the wearing the cum glasses thing.
Yes, but you all did bitch about my nice tits this morning, so I promised I would wear a turtleneck, and I did that.
She did wear the turtleneck because people were bitching about the tits.
So mock neck, it's close.
Those of you who bitched about the tits... or those of you who didn't bitch about the tits and did not want to see the turtleneck, you can blame the people who bitched about the tits. It is indeed their fault. All right, let's go to you guys, and then we've got plenty of stories to talk about today. For those of you who hate, like, me making fun of podcast people stuff, and I know there's a shitload of people that hate that stuff. I get it. I understand. I do enjoy it. Chad apparently got super shit-faced this afternoon. And he did like a 9-minute stream and he accidentally shut it off. And Kevin was just going off on him. And then apparently Chad claims that his power went out, which he lies all the time. So I don't believe him. I think he got really fucked up and hammered and he couldn't do a show. Therefore, he just didn't do it. It is, and I've said this before, I know, but it's getting sadder.
How do you accidentally shut a stream off?
Because you're looking at it like this.
Don't you have to like go around and actually click the end stream?
When you're looking at it like fucking Rooster Cogburn when he's drunk trying to shoot clay pigeons, and you're just like, I think I could. There it is. Hold on. End stream on his computer must be really close to the block or hide button.
What is it?
I'm guessing.
Whatever happened to Sober 2023 for him?
I think that was the same promise that Opie made about no Opie and Anthony talk in 2023. I think those promises both live in the same neighborhood.
Did you see Opie's post on Instagram today?
I did not. Oh, the Iron Sheik pissing his pants?
But naturally he posted the O&A picture, and he said in the caption of the picture, he said one of the greatest moments in O&A history.
That annoyed me, and I'll tell you why. It annoyed me because I love the Iron Sheik. I think he's one of the greatest personalities in American history, let alone pro wrestlers, which he is. But he posted the picture of when the Iron Sheik pissed his pants on the Opie and Anthony show, and it's like the fucking guy just died. Do you have to be a wacky shock jock every fucking minute of the day, you 60-year-old nothing? Like, putting the picture of the guy pissing his pants. But that, you know what? That's Opie's sense of humor. Opie's sense of humor is pee-pee in his pants. Get it? And he doesn't understand, like a child, he doesn't understand the time and place. Right. Of that picture.
The piss pants part bothered me because the guy did just pass away. Rest in peace.
Right.
To the Iron Sheik. But then he posted an O&A clip talking fondly about it when he gets on his streams and just shits all over it.
Oh, he did?
And that's always.
Oh, the Opie and Anthony thing. I thought you meant the Iron Sheik. I was like, when did you see him do
No, I'm saying he posted an O&A pic that he talked fondly of on Instagram, but he'll get on his stream and consistently shit on it.
Yeah, he's a different bird. We'll do it. Maybe we'll do an Opie checkup in the next couple of days here. I'm not really sure. But for overtime today, I do have somebody posted a clip on Reddit on one of my Reddit pages that I go to do show prep. They clipped, I guess, RedBar shitting all over Zumach on his last episode. So, of course, I have to check that out.
Of course.
For overtime tonight, we got RedBar shitting on Chad. And then for overtime tomorrow, I think somebody grabbed the 9-minute stream from today.
You.
Do you want to go over the 9-minute stream tomorrow for overtime? Okay. So RedBar tonight, Chad doing his 9-minute show today. That's the deal for tonight.
I'm excited. I had just seen that RedBar went live yesterday, and I was actually considering trying out this episode later tonight or tomorrow.
So he did have an episode yesterday.
Oh, yeah. He has a whole episode. It came up today. It was posted.
Okay, all right. Well, then there you go. That's why that was posted up today. I get it. Gross, you're ugly. Glue it back on, says Raz of Chaz. All right, let's get to the mustache reviews, and then we will get into the show tonight. And yes, of course, rest in peace, Pat Cooper as well. Trailblazing comedian Pat Cooper. He died at the age of 80-something, 90-something. But Pat Cooper's one of those guys, and I saw a couple of people tweet this, where him dying reminded you that he was alive. Like, I forgot Pat Cooper was still alive. And
I had not thought about that name for a minute.
Yeah, Pat Cooper. So we lost Pat Cooper and the Iron Sheik today.
Not a good day for deaths.
Hulkamasha Baby says, did you lose 6 years? Don't I look younger?
How old do you see yourself as now?
33.
That's respectable.
I see myself as a 33-year-old man.
I like that.
That's where I see myself. Grinch Girl says, glad you're back to normal, whatever that is for you. Aaron also shaved his butthole. Well, April did, says Spy Pigeon. Well, I don't think that's any of your business.
Would you ever ask me to shave your butthole?
Ask, no. Stare at you longingly until you understand what I was telling you non-verbally, perhaps. Good to see, what's his name? Drunk on Cringe in our chat. Drunk on Cringe had a thing against us for a while, and he has really softened on our show. I think he's watched all these other streamers, and he's gone, oh, you guys are just like a morning show.
Right.
You guys aren't like these villainous, lying, scheming, hacky, shock jockey assholes that are out there. You guys are going on. You like your audience. You have your community. You give them a show. You hope they like it. You ask for the money. That's pretty much what with Steel Toe. What you see is what you get. There's no hidden thing going on with Steel Toe. All we want is your extra time and your kiss. Zen Rhino says he had the mustache in the Mission Impossible movie and they wouldn't let him shave it. That's what it is.
Oh.
Mission Impossible. April's rocking the cradle again, says Andrew Rice Cray. Zen Rhino says Kevin Brennan vibes, Aaron. Really?
Whoa.
I look like
up-
Kevin Brennan.
Pull up that classic Kevin Brennan picture that everyone's memeing everywhere.
I'd have to go to what's it?
Stan-
Hughesy's thing. Hughesy always has that picture.
Stancil, Keanu, they all have it.
Drunk on Cringe says looks good, and April is probably happy to be the person with the most face hair again. That is a good point.
Absolutely.
You got to win some contests.
My
right?
peach fuzz is coming in strong.
Gino says be by soon. Still over at Keanu Cast. I see. You picked a side. You fucking turncoat.
I was watching.
Choices have consequences, Gino. Choices have consequences.
I like Kiki's mom.
Tyler
fun.
Barton says, okay, guys, we bullied him into shaving it. Now let's relentlessly make fun of him for looking like a prepubescent child. See, you can never, that's why you never make the decision 100% based on what the audience wants, because you'll always be behind.
Next, they'll tell you that your eyebrows look terrible and you should be shaping them and coloring them and getting them threaded.
All kinds of that shit.
Your hair's shitty, you should shave it off, and then you'll do that, and, you know.
People are disappointed, no cum spectacles. Like I said, just 35 short this morning, no big deal. It's just a little extra thing we were going to do. But oh well. We're very happy with where it ended up.
Yep.
we pretty much made back everything from last night, plus April didn't have to wear the cum glasses.
You guys
She's
are
happy.
great. I'm very happy with you guys, always, of course.
Spy Pigeon says Chad's forehead smashed his computer and turned it off. All right, before we catch up with the chat and then get to our stories, let's go to the phones real quick. Hello. I don't know what he wants to be called tonight. Hello, sir.
Your face looks like a cock without hair.
A cock without hair. Would you like to go into detail, sir? You don't insult you don't insult my mustache. I put you in the camel clutch, fuck your ass, and make you humble. I tell you right now, Bubba Marquise, I beat Bob Backlund in Madison Square Garden, and I put Jabroni Hulk Hogan in the camel clutch. That Hollywood blonde jabroni, Hulk Hogan. Sheik put him in the camel clutch, Bubba. Break his back and make him humble. But if I fuck, I would put you in camel clutch, Marquise, and fuck your ass. But you would get too much pleasure out of it, Bubba, because you are the homosexual,
Yes,
Bubba. And I would make you humble.
Please do, Daddy. Make me humble.
Iran number 1, Marquise Haq Tui.
Later.
Thank you, buddy. There you go.
That was very good.
And that's how we communicate with our audience over here on Steel Toe.
I can explain further how your face looks like a penis.
No, you guys, remember, I would love to hear the rationale if we spend the rest of the show tonight expounding on how my face looks like a cock. I mean, please, by all means.
It's mostly the head. Like, so, you know, the head of a penis.
Yeah.
Your head is much like that head. So your jawline now, your clean jawline is much like the ridge around the head. And this little butt chin, like, dimple thing you got going on right here, that's like that split, like, indent part on the head of your penis, like from the, I believe, circumcision.
Cool. Question. Is it a good dick?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good dick. As long as it's a good dick, I'm happy.
It's very clean.
Nobody likes me says, much like the Iron Sheik, you bent me over and made me humble. That's right. I put big, fat, obese man in the camel clutch, break his back, and make him humble. Thank you, Flex, for gifting a membership to Dustin Duffy. I appreciate that. Opie is garbage. Okay, now I see where I am in the chat. Aaron, you can be honest with us. Did April let you come on the glasses if you shaved the mustache? If so, then good trade. Not yet, but if you want to wear the glasses tonight, I'm not against the coming on the glasses.
Do you want to clean the cum off of my glasses?
I mean, cleaning's more of a woman thing, but we can negotiate the terms of this agreement. You should be allowed to make a counteroffer. That's how negotiations work.
Do you know how goopy that gets?
Do you have any idea how long that's going to take?
Gets in the creases.
Well, then if you miss the glasses and you hit the hair, then you got cum in your hair.
It's in my eye. Gets under the lens somehow.
Oh, and then runs in. Yeah.
God.
Like a little chip and roll.
Oh, this is just terrifying now.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to talk about it. None of these things need to be, decided upon right this minute.
We'll have to put like a drop cloth down.
Okay. Well, look, there's a lot of preparations.
I don't know how good your aim is.
There's a lot of preparations that need to be made. All right, let's continue on. Gino says you look 10 years straighter. Nobody likes me says, Aaron is my Sheik. He made me humble. I made you humble, Bubba. I want to watch some Iron Sheik rant clips tonight in honor of the Sheik. We'll get there eventually tonight. Drunk on Cringe says, I'm still not going to enjoy the show, but it's better than subreddit surfing. Okay,
that's true.
Look, Drunk on Cringe, there's a lot of people that started their steel toe fandom that way. You get there on your own time. We're not going to pressure you. Just sit back and laugh every, 25 minutes.
Why go to a subreddit when you can have the real thing?
King of Gregs. Oh my God, the King of Gregs are here. Do you know how many Gregs there are?
The Opie. That's a Greg.
I mean, not the jackass of Gregs. This is the King of Gregs. He says Chad's stolen credit card got declined and his lights didn't get paid. We should, whenever we talk about Chad, we should have the drop of Tim Curry in Home Alone 2 going, stolen credit card.
Oh my God.
That would be wonderful to have.
Victor. I'll buy you a drink or two at the next Stonies thing.
No, do the Letterman for him. Go, hey. I'll buy you a parakeet.
I will buy you a parakeet.
There you go. See, we already lost Drunk on Cringe. He says this is racist. So my Sheik impression was racist.
Oh.
What are you going to do? Thank you very much to Pro Guns for renewing his membership for a third month. Says God wanted to be put in camel clutch, Bubba, and be humbled. Tehran, Iran, #1. I kind of got into the Uganda thing at the end there.
How bad does that hurt your throat?
Sometimes they eat the poo-poo, Bubba. Like ice cream.
You forgot the hand motion.
I'll get into the Uganda guy. If I try to do the Iron Sheik as the Uganda guy, he goes,
oh.
One thing they do, Bubba, is they do the anal licking. See, it turns into the Ugandan a little bit. Well, you see, baby, when the homosexuals get together, daddy, they do what's called the anal licking. And they lick the anus, baby. And sometimes the poo-poo comes out and they eat the poo-poo, daddy. That's Dusty Rhodes as a Ugandan preacher.
Dusty Anus.
Dusty Anus. Yeah, he's got different names when he goes to different countries.
Dusty Dirt Road.
Yeah, it's because of the WWE trademarks. You know, he can't be all things to all people.
I hear you. I get
Mr.
it.
Tony Soprano, he contributes quite a bit to this show. He says, I need a white cake drop. Well, ask and you shall receive, you generous fuck.
If you care to join me in the parlor, we will be serving white cake.
Do you want cake after?
No.
Am I too fat for that?
I'm a fat fuck. And
you shit 4 times today. How are you fat?
I did have a bit of a tummy thing. But
you can't be fat after that.
What are you going to do? Thank you to Brian J. for becoming a member for his 11th month.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Matt Field says, just put April in her burqa. Bam, instant cum drop cloth. That is a fantastic point. Flex gifting another membership. Happy Plague Doctor gifting another membership. And now all of a sudden we're starting tonight out at $2.40. There's all the links in the chat. If you'd like to contribute to this listener donation supported program, there's all the links in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Look at this, guys. We're going on a little run. Let's do it like a weird wedding dance. Everybody get involved, and then all of a sudden everybody's having fun. Pro Guns with $5 says, now do an impression of Iron Sheik doing a Ugandan Knuckles impression. You know what? You've overloaded my CPU.
It's a lot.
I don't know what to tell you. Oh, there you go. 2:35 away. Thank you, boys and girls. Stevie J says, haha, I don't think it's possible. I don't want to lie. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. And then Flex says, it'll happen, Stevie. What are you talking about?
Sometimes you guys get in that chat and you lose the plot and you've lost me completely. All right, so let's, before we really dig in tonight, let's honor the Iron Sheik. I'm a big wrestling fan. Sheiky died at 81 today. Which is like 197 for a pro wrestler.
Right. That's pretty old. That's good, right?
He made it quite a while. And he was in relatively good mental, in terms of his mental faculties, he was in good health. I know for the last few years of his life, he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay.
Because, the wrestling, his entire life, from the time he was 16, he was a wrestler. So, it's going to take a toll on your body.
A little broken.
Yeah. 1983, he beat Bob Backlund to become the WWF champion. And he was the guy who put Hulk Hogan over for the WWF championship that Hulk
Shit.
Hogan would hold for like 1,200 or 1,400 days.
That's pretty cool.
So the Iron Sheik was the baby face that put over Hulk Hogan and kind of helped kickstart Hulkamania. So Iron Sheik actually does hold a really important place in in pro wrestling history.
That's pretty special.
Yeah.
And he was studly. He looked good.
Oh, yeah. Iron Sheik was a tank, man. In 2005, Sheik was inducted into the Hall of Fame by Sergeant Slaughter, of course. Sheik also has like a really interesting story. He like defected from Iran.
Whoa.
He ran from the, I believe he was getting the fuck out of there due to the revolution, the Islamic Revolution. And he had to get the hell out of Dodge, and he did, and he had to escape with his life, and it was very dramatic. And he came to America with nothing in his pocket except, I think, an Olympic gold medal in Greco-Roman wrestling. And he came here and made himself a pretty decent living.
That's pretty cool. He ran from... I won't finish it. It's okay.
Gooch Grease with $10 says, "Make me humble, Daddy." There we go. See, the e-begging contribution train continues to start the show tonight. Everybody's getting in on it. 2:30 away. Drunk on Cringe says, "I got to admit, I like the self-deprecation. Most can't do it. But I'm mostly here for April because June is too hot already."
Ooh.
Get it?
Thank you, Sir Cringe.
Self-deprecate. Well, I mean, the self-deprecation comes from not taking yourself too seriously. I mean, I watch all these, or at least some of all these podcasts. Some of them from Drunk on Cringe's Twitter, which I demand you go follow.
I don't know if he follows me.
But the thing about these podcasts is it's so fucking life and death to them. Like, it's not, see, like us, we have this table, and we have these screens and cameras and pictures. We have this studio here. And it's a little playground, and we play around in it for a few hours at a time. And then once we leave the playground, like, that's it. You can't take that too seriously. I mean, none of us are David Letterman or Howard Stern or anything like that. We're rattling a tin can on the internet and trying to make people laugh enough where they go, "Here's a couple of bucks."
Right.
Nice work. So anyone who takes that too seriously and gets into that and can't be self-deprecating, I don't get it. You have to take this way too seriously to not be self-deprecating. So thank you for noticing. Flex with $5 Australian says, "Been trying to gift Stevie for the last week, and that's what we are talking about." Oh, okay. Oh my God, look at this e-beggar contribution train that continues. Everybody's throwing in $5 or $10. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, and gifted memberships. Fuck, I'm getting good at that. I am a regular old carny.
You're an auctioneer when you list that shit off.
I am just a stupid ass carny, and we're 225 away from nailing it tonight. Thank you guys very much. A little bit at a time gets it done. Do you want to watch a little bit of the Iron Sheik?
Yeah, I think we should.
Iron Sheik.
He was kind of a big deal.
Moments YouTube. Let's take a look. The Iron Sheik's best moments. Oh no, I don't want like an actual like a real. I want like him.
You don't want the real him?
I want him shitting on people. Iron Sheik. Should we go meltdowns?
Promos?
No, I don't want promos. I want like when he was shitting hard on people. His Twitter was awesome too. Here we go. Iron Sheik goes nuts.
Fast forward 1 year to 1987, WrestleMania 3, the Pontiac Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan. Over 93,000 fans. You teamed up with Nikolai Volkov to take on the Killer Bees. And that's where your feud began with Hacksaw Jim Duggan when he interfered at the end of that match. What was it like to be in that massive crowd?
You asked me excellent question. The great feeling all time I had all my life, Mr. Dan Maloney, it was that night, Pontiac, Michigan, Silverdome.
Correct.
Michigan.
Silverdome, Pontiac,
yes,
Michigan.
Sir. And that was a great honor, great feeling to wrestling next to 93,000 people, no any musician, no any football player, no any sport event in your country sold out, Madison Square Garden. I mean, Pontiac, Michigan,
right.
exact wrestling. It was a great feeling, Dan Maloney.
I'm waiting for him to go nuts.
Wrestling with Jim Brunzeller and that jabroni Brian Blair. Brian Blair, you are another faggot son of a bitch, no good low life. So I want to let you know you are punk, you are fag, you are punk little gay, worse than
A punk little gay, I want to reiterate.
I think you're getting what you asked for.
Holy shit, Sheiky. So Sheiky did hold grudges against other wrestlers. And this is probably Sheiky in like his 60s or 70s at this point. This is about 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And there were certain guys, like Hulk Hogan's one of them. Brian Blair, obviously. He would shit hard. Vern Gagne, I think. Or no, was it Vern Gagne he hated? Or was it some coach Vern Gagne had? One of the two. And he would shit on those people every chance he got. It didn't matter how old the Iron Sheik was. I think he was calling Hulk Hogan out for rematches from his wheelchair at one point.
Oh, buddy, no.
Sheik was one of those guys like, yes, that is a great question, Mr. Dennis Clark. You are a good man, Bubba. You are Sheiky class, Bubba. And but then, like, he would go, Hulk Hogan, that piece of shit gay Hulk Hogan. I fuck him in his ass and make him humble, Bubba. And you're like, I thought you were being really nice to me a second ago. He could turn it on just like that.
He's a big deal with the gay stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's loved calling people gay.
Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. It was great feeling. I have a lot of respect for them. His partner, Jim Bronzere from Minnesota, great athlete, great high jumper, but that little punk, Brian Blair, another little fat, worse than Michael Jackson. And I didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude. He was a punk. I can break his fucking back, break his back, make him humble, and then fuck his ass.
I love the Iron Sheik. There's nobody like, I'm going to miss him so much.
Well, you can look back on all these.
He still lives in these interviews.
I have a brief question. I really thought that wrestling was supposed to be a family thing. Wasn't it a family thing you took your kids to?
Well, he didn't say this stuff like in the 80s in WWE.
Okay, because I thought you always kept kayfabe for the most part, so I figured he'd be talking like this in the ring,
He's
too.
keeping kayfabe. He hates Brian Blair.
So you're saying he didn't drop F-bombs of all kinds?
No, he didn't tell people.
Okay.
No, like he wouldn't wrestle the $1 Million Man and say, Ted DiBiase, I'm going to break your back and make you humble. Then I'm going to fuck you in the ass. I don't think they would have liked that on the TV shows and stuff like that.
Just curious.
I didn't do it in the Pontiac, Michigan, because respect my sport and respect Mr. McMahon.
You were a professional.
That's right. I didn't fuck him in the ass in the Pontiac Silverdome out of respect for Vince McMahon.
Well, the mess alone.
Has Vince McMahon ever called the Iron Sheik and said, hey, there, Iron Sheik, it's Vince. Hey, pal. I just wanted to say that I'm really happy you didn't fuck Brian Blair in the ass in the middle of WrestleMania 3. There might have been a problem with the pay-per-views. I appreciate it, Sheiky. No problem, Mr. McMahon. You are Sheiky class to me, Bubba. But you tell Hogan I fuck his gay ass. Gotta go, Sheik.
Oh, my God.
A professional. Otherwise was ready to do it to him all country way, make him humble, suplex him, put him in a camel clutch, break his back, and then fuck his ass, make him humble to respect the Iron Sheik.
Now, in fairness to the Iron Sheik, I know you'd say he sounds unhinged.
No.
Putting someone in the camel clutch after a suplex, breaking their back, and then fucking them in the ass, if that doesn't make you humble.
Is that the proper order, too?
I don't think you possess an ounce of humility if you get suplexed, put in the camel clutch, have your back broken, and then get fucked in the ass. You have no choice but to be humble after that.
Yeah, I mean, you get a dick in the butt sometimes, and it's just
you're gonna not think you're as
change.
Yeah,
how you see yourself.
You're not gonna think you're the hot shit that you did when you walked into that ring coming out.
Nope,
that's for sure.
And I didn't do it because for God and Jesus and Mr. McMahon.
Oh, that's nice. So God, Jesus, Mr. McMahon. If those three hadn't been looking, Brian Blair was getting Sheiky dicked right in his butthole.
I bet God and Jesus thanked him for that discretion. Today.
Now they're talking today and they go, hey, Sheik, before we let you in, we just want to say thank you for not fucking Brian Blair in the ass at the Pontiac Silverdome. That was really nice of you. And I tell you what, we've been waiting for your arrival here. And it's just really sweet that you did that for us. And believe me, we don't forget.
I believe that's how it went.
Yes.
Blair, you are no good. You are worse than Michael Jackson. I'll never respect you again. And then he was lucky to the big man American 2x4 hacksaw. You was lucky, punk. I didn't break your back to fuck your ass, make you humble. And he was lucky I asked Jim Duggan come save him, and I didn't break his back. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a shooter, man. You're a punk. I respect your partner, Jim Brunzeller. I never respect the gay. I never respect the You are worse than Hulk Hogan. And you're lucky.
Oh, shit, he's worse than Hulk Hogan.
Another question, how do you get to call someone the gay F word so many times, but then you threaten to fuck a butt? How does that work?
Sheik never did square that circle for us.
Okay.
You know?
So I'm not the only one questioning.
Sheik never really broke that down for us.
Because he seems terribly troubled by the gay thing, but then he threatens to do said act.
To fuck. I think what Sheik's trying to say is, and I'm sorry if I get this wrong, but I believe what Sheik is trying to say is that if you're doing it to make them humble, it's okay.
That's not gay.
It's not gay if you're trying to make them humble.
Okay, I'll remember that.
And Haxa come save you. And that was a great feeling to wrestling 93,000 people, and you was so lucky to the Haxa come save you. Before I break your back and I do all country way to make you humble. And besides that, everything was great.
And then he ends it with, besides that, besides me being within a stone's throw of, putting this guy in a submission hold and then sodomizing him in front of 93,000 people, the whole thing was great. Outside of the whole, nail biter sodomy threat.
Yeah, that would truly make me nervous. But the things that wrestlers wear, like the whole butt stuff, wouldn't surprise me.
You never know.
I really think there's a lot of butt stuff running around those rings.
You might catch a thumb here and
when we're not looking.
Yeah, or when we are looking, but not looking close enough. D. Gulag says he calls a lot of people Jew bastard. Great guy. That's why his career in Hollywood never took off.
Oh.
Unfortunately for the Sheik. Am I Jewish enough, Hollywood? Yule Gibbons gifting 5 memberships. Mr. Dan Man, Irish Beauty, Ryan Scott, The Cut of the Jib, and Prince Grasty.
Nice.
All getting memberships. Thank you very much. That's also going to bring us down to 215. Oh my God, the rally continues. 215 away from hammering it out tonight, and everybody's throwing in a couple of bucks here and there. Thank you. The Rock gives the Iron Sheik credit for the term jabroni. There you go.
Okay, that makes sense.
The best wrestling interview is the one where Hulk Hogan choked out Richard Belzer. Oh yeah, we've played that one a lot. I mean,
also, rest in peace to Richard Belzer, right?
Oh yeah, Belzer's dead too. Don't worry, Belzer. When Hulk Hogan get here to heaven, Bubba, I fuck him in the ass and break his back. Make him humble. Bubba.
Bubba.
Rude's Ghost says that would have definitely overshadowed Hulk Hogan slamming Andre. Yeah, you got to remember, that was the same night that Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant and wrestling shot up into the stratosphere. You can't have a guy fucking another guy in the ass on the night that that's supposed to happen, because what are those 93,000 people going to talk about? Are they going to talk about Hulk Hogan slamming Andre? Or are they going to talk about the Iron Sheik crippling a man and then sodomizing him until he was humble?
I feel like that would actually probably do good for numbers. Temporarily.
I know, but it would have really overshadowed Hulk Hogan, and Sheiky's a pro, and he's not going to overshadow the main event.
Maybe Hulkster just gets in on the butt stuff and he's on top again.
Remember. Yeah, Hulk Hogan fucks Andre the Giant in the ass after. He whispers in his ear after the pin, all right, Andre, flip over. We got to get the heat back, brother. 383 Novocaine.
The true heat seeker.
Yes, becoming a member for 12 months. Says, Aaron, before you shaved, did you do Mein Führer trim in the mirror? That may or may not have happened, and there may or may not have been.
You don't know.
Pictures taken.
That's
of
for
said
us.
thing. Drunk on Cringe says Iron Sheik was 80. Take a wild guess how old Yokozuna was when he died without looking it up first. 39. Now I'm going to look it up, but I think Yokozuna was 39. How old was Yokozuna when he died?
It's a weird name.
34.
Ew.
34. Oh, yeah, he was a big boy.
No.
Yokozuna.
Can we lose a little weight?
Not anymore. He's dead.
Like,
Well, he's probably
I've
lost a
not-
shitload of weight since he died.
I've not seen somebody that big since the black guy from Old School. What was his name again?
Oh, can I show you a guy bigger than that? April's never seen Big Daddy V. There you go.
Okay.
April, what do you think of Big Daddy V? That's a big fella, right?
0 out of 10 would not fuck.
Really? Oh.
Are you kidding me?
You don't remember him?
Oh.
You don't also remember him as Bizarre from the rap group D12?
No, I didn't know that. Is that actually him?
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, Drunk on Cringe says, the fat, worse than Hulk Hogan.
Ugh.
If you're Hulk Hogan, you hear that, you're like, I mean, thank you, I guess, but you're also calling me the gay F word, so I don't know.
I'm a little confused.
Zen Rhino says, April, apparently forced anal R on a guy isn't gay.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, okay. I didn't know that.
Right, and Stoned Malone says, it's only to make them humble.
Okay.
Remember,
You can understand my confusion between calling someone a gay F word. It's clearly saying you don't like butt stuff, but then threatening butt stuff.
yeah, look, everybody
It's a mixed
understands
message.
where you can see the hypocrisy,
Right.
if you will. But if you do it to make them humble, it is clear. I mean, I think we all understand that's clearly not gay.
Oh, yeah. Somebody had just summed it up real nice. I missed who it was, but they said it's a dominance thing, not a gay thing.
Exactly.
Dominance is a good way to
Does
put
that
it.
help? Does that make you understand?
Yeah, next time I do butt stuff to someone,
Yeah.
I'm going to see it
it's-
more as dominance, not
Right,
gay.
it's more of it's to establish dominance.
Right.
Exactly. Professional Horny Boy says, I know a guy that was made to put his own hand in his own colon.
Nope.
From what I understand, it's quite humbling.
Why?
Yeah.
Can you please follow up with why that was a thing?
Isn't it better if you don't know?
No, it's not, because then your mind runs wild as to why, and mine is right now.
Drunk on Cringe quoting April says, I've never seen somebody that big since the black guy.
Oh, no.
You know, Drunk on
no.
Cringe. Drunk on Cringe clips shit.
Well, I'm sorry. That guy was big.
He said he found Melton, and he's like, if I just watch this guy, I'll have enough clips to keep me busy until the end of time. Stoned Malone said, by the way, let's not forget, he did thank me for saving his channel, not Drunk on Cringe, the other one. And I do say, you're welcome, and I told you that months ago. So it's good to know that you've established the pecking order of me, then, Kevin, then you, and all the others. I like that. I like that these people are now admitting that I'm the one who kind of motivated this arms race in podcasting, because they were all doing once a week on fucking Patreon, and then they all become Steel Toe fans, and they go, we should do 4 or 5 days a week. Oh, really? Great idea. Freaky Deaky says, I've met Olympic wrestlers who do Greco-Roman. Absolute monsters. Yeah, they're weird squat motherfuckers.
Squat?
Yeah, they're just squatty, and they're dense wrestlers. They're just weird built fucking guys.
I was gonna say, by the way, I think my black guy that I brought up was bigger than your black guy.
April, you're not allowed to possess them.
No, my example.
Oh,
you dummy.
okay.
I don't know the guy's name from Old School, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
He's really rotund.
Yeah. Tim Brouillard with $9.99 says, did you send those pictures to Kumia? Maybe a guaranteed spot on Compound. We have a spot on Compound. We do shows pretty much once a month. I mean, if I needed to use that picture as leverage, maybe, but
I can't wait for you to see what I do with that picture. Kept between us two, of course, but I'm thinking a nice canvas on the wall down here somewhere.
not that desperate yet. Drunk on Cringe says, I will clip it. There you go. Drunk
Clip
on
what?
Cringe will clip the black thing that you said.
No,
What?
I didn't mean it that way.
You've never had a Drunk on Cringe clip before.
I wouldn't know.
Well,
Do you know that?
the guy's just trying to, welcome you into the fold.
Fine, clip the black stuff.
I'll see now he can clip twice. Okay, boys and girls, 210 away from knocking it out after Tim's $9.99. Thank you very much, sir. Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo, great ways to contribute to the program. Super chats, memberships, and gifted memberships also work. 210 away, you know the drill. We like to be under 200 by 8 o'clock, and you guys are doing pretty well. Only wrestler that mattered was Roddy Piper, says first name. That dude talked mad shit like all the time. Great stuff. Yeah, and all the ones who talked all the best shit, they're fucking dead now.
Yeah, you liked him.
They're gone. I liked the hot rod. I really did. But
The hot rod.
that was who he was. He was
You would like a hot rod.
the Rowdy Scott, the hot rod.
Please.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
I can appreciate everyone's love and adoration for these men in tights, but I do hope you understand how gay it is sometimes. The hot rod.
People want me to put up a poll, facial hair or no facial hair. Let's do it. Facial hair.
Oh, people are mad, huh?
Or not. No, they just said, here, facial hair. No facial hair. All right, poll is going up right now. Commence your voting, and we will see what everyone thinks about the matter. Okie dokie. Let's continue on with today's show. This next one is a Pride Month exclusive.
No.
Yeah, yeah, we got to celebrate Pride Month here
Are we
on
gay
Steel
now?
Toe.
Are we gaying it up?
No, we're not gaying it up. We're just covering things that relate to Pride Month. And I think that's really important because you want to be seen as socially conscious nowadays.
Oh, I did think of something earlier. I wanted to thank you as a corporation for not forcing me to use rainbow profile pictures now.
Far too lazy.
Yeah.
Far too
Aaron
lazy.
did not make me change mine.
Yeah, I don't. If the LGBT community came to me today and they said, "Hey, what, do you not care enough to change your logos?" I'd look at them and I'd go, "Exactly." They go, "Wait, what? You just don't care?" No. It's not that I don't care enough about you. You asked me if I don't care. I don't care.
Tell me what changing your profile pic to a rainbow does for anyone.
It shows people that you think gays are stupid, and that if you just put a rainbow up, that'll make them leave you alone for a while. It's like
that really is all it is.
yeah, it's a scarecrow in the middle of your company to make sure the gays don't come by and eat all your crops for not doing enough.
It's that faux owl thing that big companies hang in their big garage doors.
Yeah.
So the little pigeons and shit
It
don't
keeps
come
the
in.
barn swallows
The barn
away.
swallows
Yeah.
won't swoop.
That's exactly what the gay pride flag is. It's like, don't bother us this year. We swear to God we'll be good. I promise you.
It also keeps some other normal folks away, but
Yeah, well,
you know.
collateral damage. FTW Nil says, just don't try the 70s porn stash again. All right, fair enough. 61% are saying facial hair. Wow.
Ooh, do you have regrets?
No, I like it this
Can
way.
I touch it?
Go ahead. There you go.
Like a baby's butt.
Really is like April's cooter.
That too.
Yeah, just nice and
Mine's nice and supple.
nice and smooth with a weird zitty bump right here. It's
No,
the exact
no, that's
same.
no.
It's the total.
That is sickness,
It is
sir.
a spitting image
Ew.
of that whole thing.
Take it back.
All right, back to, well, we got to talk about LGBTQ stuff. Let's not get bogged down in minutia and personal items, all right? Because we have a show to do here. We got a goal to hit tonight, Thursday and Friday, and then we're good. And we got another successful week of Steel Toe. So we got to keep our eye on the prize. These people aren't
You're
going
right.
to contribute to our program if we're not entertaining them. And pussy zits are not something we need to be
Jesus
talking about right now.
Christ, I am disgusted.
What do pussy zits have to do with Pride Month? I ax you.
Are they yours or mine?
I don't want to embarrass you.
No.
A gay employee. Good start to a Pride Month story, right?
I love a gay employee.
Gay employee.
We should get one.
Well, we got Johnny.
We had one previously.
Oh, yeah, but he hadn't come out yet.
Damn shame.
I know. We all said he was. We all bullied the shit out of him, but he would never admit it.
He never gave you the satisfaction
No.
of coming out on your show.
Oh, God.
He had to
We'd call him a Mo all the time, and he wouldn't just break down and admit it. He didn't feel safe, apparently, in that studio. Well, at any rate, a gay employee at Caterpillar, which is something I thought I'd never hear.
No shit.
Gay employee at Caterpillar. I imagine butch Freddie Mercury mustache and a gym membership.
I like Caterpillar. Don't do this.
What, they can't have a gay employee?
Yeah, you're right. That's fine.
Okay, relax. He's not
Gay's okay.
He's not fucking a kid.
Well, thank Christ.
Let him just live his life until we find out he's a fucking monster.
But how are the Caterpillars?
A gay employee at Caterpillar has sued the construction equipment giant, alleging that his supervisors and colleagues subjected him to abusive treatment. Now, that's not good, right? You shouldn't be abusing people based on their sexuality or race, only on gender.
I have to wonder what that was.
Well, one of the colleagues staged a song and dance routine of the Village People's YMCA. Is that really harassment? That sounds really nice.
That's
Do you
just
know how
fun.
much choreography it takes a bunch of breeders to undergo to actually come up with a little song and dance performance of YMCA for their gay friend at the office? Breeders, that's what they call heterosexuals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He grew up on a farm. Sean Goodson, they're more Mexicans than
I was
gays
thinking
in this
like
school.
cows. What do you mean?
Sean Goodson, a resident of Fulton County, Arkansas, stated in court papers. See, I think you got a grade on a curve. If you're in Arkansas and they weren't just yelling, hey, gay F word when you came in the door,
Yeah.
I think they're being pretty tolerant. It is Arkansas, after all.
That's true.
Sean Goodson, a resident of Fulton County, Arkansas, stated in court papers filed last week that he was employed as a machine operator at Caterpillar's Pomona, Missouri facility beginning in October 2020. While working the overnight shift at the facility, Goodson alleged that his supervisor was very condescending towards him to the point of becoming abusive. And if anyone can pick up passive-aggressive condescension, it's a gay dude.
The gay guys.
Yeah. Ain't putting anything past him. In October of 2021, Goodson also alleged that a maintenance worker came into his work area and started singing YMCA, doing the dance commonly associated with that song. How are you filing a lawsuit over this, and how is a judge not laughing at this the entire time?
I'll tell you why. Because if you're a gay guy and you have anything to run with, just the off chance you get that paycheck.
I mean,
Why not? Even if you get laughed out of court.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
It is. It's very funny.
And it's not even, is it really a negative? Is it a bad thing? I mean, the guy, he probably thought it was really funny.
The guy doing it?
Not the gay guy. I mean,
yeah,
the
I
guy
was gonna
doing
say,
it.
probably not.
The guy doing it probably wasn't like, yeah, I'll show that homo. The guy doing it was probably like, oh, this will be so funny. Watch what I do to the
Yeah.
fucking guy.
But doesn't it make you tiny bit gay that you did that?
Yeah, but that's what makes it so good is that he was willing to go that length
Okay.
for his joke. I don't know, man. People got to learn how to.
You're willing to look like a mo for the joke.
Yeah, to me, people at work got to put their guard down a little bit. It was so much better when everyone could just kind of
Men at work.
Ding 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 a ding ding a ding a ding a ding 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 a ding 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 ding. There's goes. So my point is this: when you're traveling in a fried out combi
Yeah.
on a hippie trailhead full of zombie,
Got it. No, keep going.
you meet a strange lady.
What happened?
She makes you nervous.
We do that.
She takes you in and gives you breakfast. Sorry.
Dynamite breakfast.
At any rate, I wish that, and thank you, Flex, for the gifted membership. We appreciate that. 205 away from doing it, boys and girls. Keep hammering away, everybody, with $5-10 at a time, and we'll knock this thing out. We'll add another 30 minutes on the clock today.
Thank you.
And then we'll do RedBar versus Chad Zumach. That could be a fun one to do. Right now, 55-45. Facial hair is in the lead.
How do you feel about that?
That's fine. It's divisive. You know, it's on either side of 50-50 is okay with me.
Do you have a preference is what I'm saying?
I like this better.
You feel professional.
I do. I feel prettier and younger.
You have a lip.
I do. Look.
Yeah. Unlike some broadcasters, quote unquote, he
Yeah,
has
stick
an
out-
upper lip.
Hey, everyone, stick out your top lips. Make Chad mad. Oh, Chad doesn't kiss. I forgot.
Does he not kiss? Is he not a kisser?
I don't think girls,
How did that guy expect to be with me and not be a kisser?
I don't think girls are a big part of his reality.
No, you have to remember he made me part of his reality. He swore by it this year.
And I think all of his other endeavors with girls work out about the same as that one did,
Fair.
unfortunately. The Happy Plague Doctor says, my boss dropped the N-word on the show floor today. Well, see, here's the deal.
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying that we should all be dropping N-bombs at work, but
What?
I do think the workplace is a better place when everybody can, kind of bust each other's balls and make fun of what makes us different. I think we're seeing now, historically, it's a lot better when we all have a sense of humor about our differences and can make fun of each other for it, rather than, everybody's on guard. And if you play YMCA and go tease the gay guy, then all of a sudden the whole company has a lawsuit on their hands. The company probably has to settle it out of court. And then there's got to be all kinds of sensitivity training that everybody's got to do.
Do you know how many times I was shit on, probably accurately, for being a female? at my last job at a machine shop.
Oh, I thought you just meant
I
in
mean,
general. I was going to guess a lot.
Literally, they drop trow and like shit on me.
Yeah. No, I just
Really
meant
gross.
I just thought you meant like in life in general, like how many times you were shit on for being a woman. A lot, I would gather.
I guess if you were here for the morning show, it would make sense.
So I think as far as this lawsuit goes, I think it's hilarious that the guy went to the gay dude and started playing YMCA and doing the dance. And I guarantee you that guy didn't have a malicious bone in his body when he did it. I'm sure he just thought it would be funny.
Well, no, if you're going to go do that in front of a gay person, there's a little bit of you that's like, oh, this is really going to get him. Like, there's a little of that. You can think it's funny and insulting at the same time.
But if we all laugh at it, does the gay guy really get hurt? No. Is the other guy really being a cunt? No. Everybody laughs and everybody moves on. Goodson alleged in court papers that he understood this maintenance worker's behavior to be meant as intimidation or harassment on the basis of his sexual orientation. You're going to harass and intimidate a guy by playing the fucking Village People?
Get that bag, girl.
Oh, my God. I mean, if you played the people haters
why not?
shit dick, then I would understand if you're trying to harass or intimidate a dude.
My
But
dick's all shitty.
yeah,
How
or
about
my
that
dick's
one?
all shitty. I mean, but not YMCA.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that does seem like you could have done better for... Now I'm against that guy. I am against him. He
See,
could
I
have
told
really
you.
done a better job with the song choice.
Intimidation with YMCA?
The stroke, even. That guy was gay.
Oh, God. So many songs more intimidating than that one. Anything from David Allan Coe.
I'm going to be singing My Dick's All Shitty all night now.
That is a song that's hard to get out of
It's
your
an
head.
earworm for sure.
Oh, man. Hold on a minute.
Oh, no. Here we go.
It's Pride Month, so hold on a second.
Wow.
This one gets in your head and doesn't leave.
This is bad.
dick's all shitty. My dick's all shitty from your asshole. Dick's all shitty.
This one's tough. 205 away. If we can't knock it out doing this, I don't know why what we could do.
Why are we here?
We don't need to be here.
It's just a banger, really.
Sad Boy says choking from laughing and coughing from weed vape. Yeah, this is just a solid track. If you would have played this at Caterpillar, I could see a lawsuit. I mean, imagine you're trying to work on the docks at Caterpillar, the delivery docks, and a guy's holding up a Bluetooth speaker and this is playing,
There's something about that face that gets
and he's
me.
staring at you.
What the fuck?
But not quite as thick.
See, it's intimidating.
Your cooling needs a diaper.
Everybody, cause I made you cold and blue.
I'm a dirty hamper.
And my dick's all shitty. Take it, April.
My dick's all shitty from your asshole.
My dick's all shitty. My dick's all shitty from your ass. So dick's all shitty.
Oh my God.
My dick's all shitty from your asshole.
I was looking around to make sure there was a window open.
Oh my. Yeah, you don't want to be shouting.
I sometimes crack that one for fresh air.
Yeah, you don't want to be shouting my dick's all shitty.
I just got so sweaty.
Well, we're trying to do some. Look, I am a show host and a programmer at the same time. So,
Well,
I need to honor Pride Month. I need to do certain pandering things.
how about shit dick? Where's shit dick at?
We could a little bit of. That's another one that
Where
gets in
is
your
shit
fucking
dick
head.
at?
That's what we call the dog. Spuds Buckley as God said, this is my favorite song. Well, happy Pride Month.
It's so fun.
The Happy Plague Doctor with $5 says we all could be any other place in the world, yet we are here.
Isn't that the beauty of it?
Not only that, you got us to $200 away from the goal by the top of the hour. Attaboy.
Woo! Thank you.
There you go. So now we're $200 away. And there it is. PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships. Everybody jump in and throw in a little bit, and we'll knock that thing out. I'm going to end the poll here. It looks like 57% to 43%.
Wow.
They say they prefer facial hair versus no facial hair.
Well, it's something to think about. A professional horny boy said that he plays that song for all of his first dates.
Oh, that's a good,
I think that's a good test to see if you should be with that person.
That's how you know if you have,
Oh,
I don't,
Oh, did it get taken down?
It might be. Let's take a look. Yep, I don't.
Why?
That's too bad.
You leave my dicks all shitty up, but not that.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Shit dick's right there.
Yeah, but I want to play a YouTube version just in case there's problems.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
This is the guy who just did his own version of it.
Guitar cover.
He did it.
He looks like someone. Show him.
And that's the song. They just go through gay people. Of course we disavow. That's all.
Absolutely. It's terrible.
Very, very terrible. Yes. Patrick says 200 is kind of a lot. No, wait. No, it isn't. No, he's right. It is not.
Well, 750,000 is a lot.
Robin LaCour says, Robin LaCour says, hi, I'm new. Would you like me to send a $500 donation? Because I will do it. Serious. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you do a $500, first of all, if you do 250 in a week on this program, we do set you up with our VIP package, which includes our hoodie, our 3 T-shirts, 2 of our 5.5-inch vinyl stickers.
Yes.
It also gets you entered in a $100 drawing every month, and you get 2 free tickets to every single live show we do 2 to 3 times a year. And when we have new merch come out, you get to claim a free item of those. So if you are thinking on being that ridiculously generous,
oh yeah, knocking out a lot of tomorrow's goal.
That would be very, very sweet of you. But that is not necessary. I think we're all going to team up together, and we're gonna knock this 200 out. Ghislaine says, "Hook me up with the VIP MR." Anybody who wants to do the VIP can do the VIP.
Andrew Tate is calling you a top G.
Yes, of course. That is definitely the real Andrew Tate, and he is definitely
quite an endorsement.
Yes, that's definitely the real Andrew Tate. There is no way that could be someone just calling themselves Andrew Tate.
That is absolutely him. Could I have 15 seconds to run through my show notes? Because I have people asking. I
will say Bobby with $10 says, I want to hear about RedBar and Chad. Let's go. All right, we'll play you the RedBar Chad clip if we hit overtime tonight. 190 away from knocking it out. Thank you, boys and girls. April, some show notes. Go ahead.
Real quick. All right. I have all the merch ready to go. The merch from the previous order will be shipped tomorrow. I met with Midland Armory yesterday, so I have those gift certificates now. Those are going out. Your prize stickers are going out, and Stoney's will be dropping off his gift cards either tomorrow or Friday, so those will also go out. So if you're waiting for them, they are coming, and I will start the next merch order tomorrow as well.
Zen Rhino says, imagine being excited about a clip with Chad and RedBar in it. Well, hey, some people are. That's why I offered it. Some people get excited about that stuff. So
I'd actually be tickled to see what Mike has to say about Chad.
Well, it's actually, he compliments Steel Toe in a way by keeping us out of a rung of shitty podcasters. He puts us above that, which is nice. Let's talk about this. Twitter had an interesting trend this afternoon. The term that was trending on Twitter today was alleged squirter. I'm not kidding. I went on Twitter today. I looked at what was trending. I saw Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik, Minnesota Vikings, and then I saw alleged squirter.
It's mostly piss.
I don't know why. Of course I had to click on it. You don't see alleged.
You clicked on it.
Yeah. Okay. You don't see alleged squirter trending on Twitter and not click on it. You're a weirdo.
Please tell me it was as good as I'm imagining.
It was you know what? It was pretty good. And it had a little juicy drama in there with it as well. Zion Williamson. Are you familiar with Zion Williamson?
I don't think so. Is that an NBA player?
Yes, he's an NBA star. He was drafted #1 overall a few years ago.
Okay.
Yes, and old Zion Williamson just got a woman pregnant.
As you do.
He had a gender reveal for the baby and the whole thing. The way it was reported, however, was very, very interesting. After Zion Williamson posted his gender reveal video with alleged squirter Akima. Alleged squirter to me, I don't know why that needs to be her definition. I don't know why that needs to be something that needs to be part of the story. I'm not really sure why that's a thing. But Black Sports Online's Robert Littall put that in his story here.
It seems to me he could have left out alleged squirter and just went with OnlyFans model.
Well, no, the OnlyFans model was a different chick. So he had the alleged squirter.
Okay, how about just her name then?
After Zion Williamson posted his gender reveal video with alleged squirter Akima, OnlyFans model Mariah Millie Mills goes off saying she helped him get back in shape by playing bedgammon with him, meaning fucking a lot. And he better hope she's not pregnant too.
Okay. Can you please tell me why all stereotypes seem to check out?
Holy shit!
I mean, people having babies with everyone.
What I was going to say was, if this other woman is pregnant as well, this would be the first time in recorded history an NBA superstar has knocked up two women at the same time.
Really?
And yeah, I've never heard of it happening in the past.
That would be you think that's the first time?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Are you high? Did you shave off all of your intelligence tonight?
I mean, one person in this room has to be the one who's not gunning for, the Stormfront.org endorsement.
I watched a lot of Gavin McInnes today.
Oh, did you? Is that what it is?
I don't believe in any of it.
Yeah, but it's influencing the way you work. I understand.
There's chili in this drink I'm drinking. It's weird.
So now you have Zion Williamson. He's knocked up a fat bitch. And now there's another fat bitch going, yeah, I better hope he didn't knock me up.
And what I said was bad.
I've got to say, you kind of beat me to it in that there seem to be a lot of stereotypes being reinforced.
Can you keep your dick to one lady at a time?
And
anyone?
Can they be under 200 pounds?
And I mean anyone, though.
I get it, man. If you're Zion Williamson, you're a big dude and you need a little meat on the bone. I get it.
Up.
I'm not saying you got a blacked.com, some, 19-year-old, 95-pound white girl. What I'm saying is, do they all have to look like Yokozuna? I mean, these are some big bitches.
Okay, and then does that lady on the right have to be so fucking psycho that she has to... So they come out with their gender reveal, which, by the way, I'm against those, but fine.
What, black people having children or gender reveals? Okay.
Viewer's choice.
I'm sorry.
Gender reveals.
Okay, go ahead.
This chick has to be so jealous that she has to then post on their gender reveal day that, hey, I fucked the shit out of him and that's the only reason he's in shape.
Are you telling me?
Are we serious right now?
That the black basketball player got a woman pregnant, but on the side was fucking some crazy bitch who now is going to come back and create drama for him? Again, these are all unprecedented events in the NBA history. Zion Williamson's going to have to teach a class on how to handle it because he'd be the first person to end up in this situation.
All right, leave this. Nah.
Oh, you want me to leave it up there?
Which one are you going for? The alleged squirter or the OnlyFans model?
Honestly,
the
Zion...
psycho OnlyFans
Probably
model.
Zion Williamson. I mean, these are some gross bitches.
You'd rather take some Zion dick or are you giving it?
Oh, my God. This is so gross. It's just fat and bulging everywhere.
You don't think they seem snatched?
Oh.
They got that tiny waist and all the right curves?
I can't. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You know what?
I will pass.
I would like to put all nastiness aside and say that I'm happy for him. He's clearly getting his dick wet. He's got a kid coming.
Dick wet. He's throwing it in the ocean. Catching whales. I mean, if that's not
I thought I was offensive and I felt bad for it for a second.
What if the woman having the kid gets upset about the term alleged squirter and she's like, nah, bitch, I'm a squirter. I piss in the bed when I'm fucking.
She tweets out a video quick.
Yeah. She's like,
alleged my ass.
How dare you?
Watch that shit.
Oh, that Victor guy says women are used to turning down dick. Men are not used to turning down duh pussy. He said, did you only say duh pussy because the guy's black?
Victor does get a little spicy.
Oh, dare you, sir. Squirt is like a 70-40 split, says Professional Horny Boy. P don't get that slick. Hey, Professional Horny Boy, you want to check that split one more time?
Well, even if Even if it's a 70-40 split, like 70% piss, that's a lot of piss.
I've heard it's 90-10.
I have
piss.
too.
Yeah.
And they don't know what that other 10 is.
Yeah. It's ejaculate.
Yeah, but they don't. I watched a documentary on it once.
You watched a documentary on squirting.
I have indeed watched the documentary on it.
Okay, and what was their verdict?
Unsure. Hi, I'm not sure.
All right. Yeah. So we're pretty sure it's somewhere between 70 and 90% urine.
It is absolutely between that. Yeah.
Okay. It's pee.
It's a lot of pee.
Well, Zion Williamson sounds like he's got a really fun future on his hands.
Dude, I'd be afraid of a chick that comes out and says, well, you better hope I ain't pregnant too. Like, you can't be around that person.
She's sitting there
because that's the type of bitch who's going to steal your condom and she's going to fucking turkey baste that shit. And she's going to make it so.
Can you tell anyone where you saw this documentary? They're asking in the chat if you know where this documentary can be found.
Because it was when I was working second shift at a different job, and I'd come home at like 3 a.m. and it was one of those like random videos you just kind of click on when you're feeling weird.
Some people are calling her an alleged manatee also. That's alleged squirter, alleged manatee. We're trying to see what we can get trending on Twitter today.
Manatees are mostly peaceful.
Coherent Nonsense says the 10% is the slippery of the souls of the unborn. Oh, Michael B wants to know, was your documentary on rotten.com?
It could have been, I don't know. I can't confirm.
All right, kids. 190 away from knocking out tonight's goal. It's the last evening show of the week. So if you want to make it a successful week of evening shows, let's all help to knock down that 190. 10 at a time helps a ton. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, memberships, and gifted memberships. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel. We are 80 away from 10,000. I almost said 1,000. That would be ridiculous. And remember to pick up your steel toe coffee at crescentmountcoffee.myshopify.com. We do appreciate your generosity on all of those fronts. Thank you, guys. Many different ways to support this listener-supported program. Again, 190 away. Let's see if we can't knock that out. All right, let's go check out this little shitbag who I think the solution to this guy is you just leave him alone and Mother Nature will literally take care of him.
Ooh, good.
Apparently, there's some little fucker who's running around Yellowstone National Park harassing bears and recording it. Now, to me, I see this as a very easily remedied situation. As you just let him keep doing it, eventually he'll fuck up.
It's a self-cleaning oven.
Yeah. Kaya Malcolm with $5 says, y'all great. Finally watching a live stream. Thanks for great content with some laughs. Thank you, Kaya Malcolm. That's very nice of you.
That's awesome.
Flex with $2 says, I want my beggar's plate. It's on its way. It's on its way. Somebody's doing a very good job for us.
I need to show you those update pictures. It's pretty cool.
So this kid is going around harassing bears, bothering them. And again, I think if you just, they want him arrested and they want to, bring him in for questioning. And
let me guess, PETA started that petition?
No, Yellowstone National Park. They're like, well, I guess if you're Yellowstone, the Rangers, I can see why they'd want this kid brought in, because if he does get mauled to death on your watch, that makes Yellowstone,
I do get it,
kind of look bad.
Not only that,
but there's a part of me that says, look, as a guy who believes in Darwinism to a dramatic extent, I would like to see the Bears just take care of this guy, and then we don't have to deal with the problem anymore.
And you didn't see nothing.
Not
a lot of negatives in one statement.
Not a goddamn thing. All right, let's check out what this little shithead's doing.
Fine.
Go ahead. And then we'll check out what the shithead's doing.
It's just that, they can't have people going on video harassing wild animals in their park and then encouraging other people to do it too, because now they got a huge liability.
And also, I will say about this guy, and I don't know if the media has let this out there yet, alleged squirter. So there's also, we need to factor that into the equation as well.
Somebody in the chat said that all women squirt.
Well, all women piss.
I can't think of a time.
Where you just had the porno piss shot fucking squirting?
Never have done that.
Couldn't think of it? Okay.
Leave the door open.
This song is not going to be good for us.
How gay are these two? Oh my God.
You are retarded.
Oh, my baby love me and my baby's coming. Go get eaten. Stick your head in his mouth. Be a bear dentist.
Oh, this is good for LGBTQ month, though.
That's good. Good for Pride
Smith.
Month. Yes. Oh, that's who it is. You're right.
Yeah. Stop. You moron.
See, it would be funny if like a mountain lion or something just came right out from the side and bit him in the head.
I hope so. Insert poop emoji under him right now.
Yeah, that would be great. Oh, God, he really does look like a lesbian.
He's just he's got them shorts on. He's got them cheekers.
He's built like Rosie O'Donnell. He's gross. Oh, he's so. Oh God, what a tool!
Who are you?
Ugh.
I hate him.
Yeah, he's clearly got. Yeah, he's clearly got a brain parasite.
Yeah, you got mental problems, man.
I mean, I think just let this guy fuck around with the wrong bear or a bison or something else that's at Yellowstone.
Please, a mountain lion.
And let him figure out what it's all about. Happy Plague Doctor with $2 says, Mr. T ate my eyeballs. That sounds like a hell of a way to go.
Sounds hot.
Toon says the driving cat says squirt is 71% urine, 29% other, and 100% fun.
Is it fun though? Because like in my stupid brain over here, and yes, I said stupid, I'm thinking of the mess I got to clean up after. Cum is enough, isn't it? Do we have to clean up pee too?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to speak for all women. How dare I? But I would say, what's wrong with just a regular run-of-the-mill orgasm? You know?
No one wants regular. Come on.
What's wrong with just a nice, earth-shattering, leg-quaking
See, that's different than
orgasm,
regular.
right? Why do you got to piss halfway across the room for it to be good?
I want my eyeballs in different zip codes.
Okay, you want them like you want to look like a hammerhead shark. Yeah. I get it. But you don't want to piss across the room is what you're saying.
No piss hitting the wall. No.
I want to be in there and feel like my dick's getting ripped off. And then, but I don't need pee on my torso. That's, I have lines.
Oh, God, that's true. What?
Yeah.
Do guys ever get peed on when that happens?
All the time. You're fucking weirdo if you like that shit. Coherent Nonsense says, I wish that bear had cubs nearby. Triple N says, let this N get eaten. Oh, I hate him so much. He just is a kind of guy I would love to see get beat up.
He's hateable. I want to see him get catapulted by one of the bison.
Scarface says, otherwise known as the Brittany Venti, the hammerhead shark.
I wasn't going to
You're saying you want to look like Brittany Venti when you come.
A lot of people think she is smoking hot.
Well, that's you didn't need to make any defense. People wanted to make a fun little joke there. It's certainly...
Oh, so are you in that camp now?
Brittany Venti, not my thing.
Coherent Nonsense says I puked on the ceiling before.
That was actually, he was trying to mimic The Exorcist and it got weird.
How do you do that?
Yeah,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Stop
then
it.
Don't ask.
I did not ask. I retract.
185 away. Let's hammer it out. Thank you, boys and girls. Your contributions and your generosity is welcome. I guess we have some dumb bitch also taking a selfie with a bison.
Fun.
At Yellowstone. Oh, please.
Did she get gored?
Oh, please. I hope so.
Gored?
Right in her pussy. All he has to do is stand up and just go... and just throw her up in the air like they did that 8-year-old.
She is got to be high. You either have to have 2 brain cells rattling around or you're fucked. You're smoked out of your gourd right now.
See, now what you're saying right now, it feels like a coin flip kind of a situation. I can't really call it. It could be both.
You don't do that. Look, I love a bison. I love them. I think they're really cool. I would pet one if it were in a pen somewhere. I'm not walking up to one when he knows this place. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, I want him to attack her. I just would really like him to flip her up in the air.
Please make a stain on those white shorts.
Right. Please just make her shit her pants. That's all I want. I just want to see a pretty girl get hurt.
Just snort at her real loud. Come on.
I just want to see a really confident woman get harmed.
Are you kidding me right now?
That's all I want. Bison, you're not teaching her any lessons.
What does he have? Heat stroke?
Ugh.
This fucking smoky sky we've got going on is choking him out.
Oh, could he please just take care of this alleged squirter?
She didn't have the balls to touch him, though, I bet.
No.
She did not touch him.
Then somebody might go for a bison ride.
I would love to ride upon a bison. That'd be so badass.
Michael B says, I love Pretty Girls Cry. Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun. Drunk on Cringe says, seriously, it's always white people going close. Black people stay away from this. Yeah,
They are smart in that regard.
Black people see a bison like off in the distance and like, oh no, fuck that. I'm going I'm going off to the next county. I ain't fucking around over here.
There's a fucking bison over here. Oh hell no.
There was that news guy who was doing a live report from a park, and he saw a bison like just off in the distance, and he locked up. Reporter sees bison. This guy.
Oh yeah,
this
him.
guy rules.
Oh, I've seen him.
3. Oh my God. Oh my God.
See?
Oh no, I ain't messing with you. Oh no.
See? Like, that girl's like, oh my God, I'm going to take a selfie with the bison. And this guy has a little more sense rattling around in his head. He's like, oh, I ain't messing with you. I'm getting the fuck out of here. They can get their story from anyone else they want. I ain't doing it.
That girl does not understand how close to death she was. That thing's probably mauling the next person that comes over.
Right. So they're annoyed.
Yeah.
I wish bison hated stickly, obnoxious, confident white girls as much as I did. And then that bison would just take her out.
Me.
If you're confident enough to go to a bison, I want you harmed.
Oh, I'm not messing with you.
Show us.
Those obviously weren't the okay. These are the bison. This is the bison herd that showed up. You see that?
3.
They're off on a hill somewhere,
They're
and he's like, fuck that noise. I'm not doing a report with those things over there.
They're like a mile away. You can smell their shit pile.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Meanwhile, so I want someone between the girl and this guy. Maybe a Latino.
I kind of
would
want to
keep
watch.
a respectable distance.
Would it be inappropriate of me to request bison compilation videos?
Not on this show. It'd be too boring.
Oh my God. Oh no, I ain't messing with you. Oh no.
Yeah, see, they're too far away.
Yeah, that was a pussy move.
As much as she was obnoxious, you are a pussy.
That should be what Zion was saying to them chicks, but you know.
Yeah, no, I ain't messing with you. Bunch of sack chasing bitches. Fuck that noise.
Sack
chasing bitches. Good.
Never heard that one.
That is a good way to describe that. Or alleged squirter.
You know, I feel the same way about people that like approach bison as I do people that go down in like shark cages and shit, and the shark fucking bites the shit out of that cage and scares the piss out of you. You deserve that.
Nobody Likes Me says, I'm the first bison to do a podcast. That's true. Big boy bison. Very good. Very good. No, Coherent Nonsense says he thought he was going to interview a Street Fighter boss. Yeah, they told him Bison, and he thought it was M. Bison from Street Fighter. It's common misconception. It trips up a lot of people. He shouldn't feel too bad about it. Yeah.
I would have put that other stream sniper at Water Buffalo before Bison.
Water Buffalo, Bison.
Grand respect.
Either one. You know, most people don't know the difference. 185 away from tonight's goal. Let's see if we can get that close before we rattle the cans in about 40 minutes. We're going to play the music, rattle the cans, and try to knock out that 185. It is our final evening goal of the week. We really, really want to knock that out. We want to bounce back nicely from missing by a hundo last night. We haven't missed in months.
I know.
It's going to happen every once in a while. Just as long as it's not a habit, we can keep this show on the air. So thank you guys very much for your contributions. 185 away, last evening show goal of the week. We really hope to hit it, and we're going to add an extra 30 minutes to the show if that gets knocked out to 0. Well, guys, it happened. Bam Margera's psych hold is over.
Did he pass?
Well, there's no pass or fail.
No, I mean, did he pass away?
That
would end.
They could only hold him up until this afternoon. Bam Margera obviously has been in rough shape for a long time. I've been a serious critic of Bam and the people who enable him. There's been videos and videos, and this will be a video too eventually, this Bam Margera coverage we're about to do. But Bam was recently throwing around threats that he was going to basically crack smoke himself to death unless they let him see his child. Now, they've been keeping his child away from him because he is an unkempt, high as a kite, drug-addled mess right now.
It seems responsible.
And I think one of the most responsible things Bam Margera's soon-to-be ex-wife has done has kept that kid away from Bam Margera. That kid does not need that influence in his life. Bam is no good to his family right now. He's got to get his shit figured out.
Yeah.
Well, after he made that threat, they then had enough legal standing to go to the police and say, we'd like you to take him in and have him committed on a psych hold for 72 hours, a 5150. They did that. They found him at Danny Trejo's taco restaurant. They brought him in. They locked him in the asylum. It's been 72 days. Now, Bam is apparently, after getting released from the hospital, going straight into treatment at Lamar Odom's rehab center.
Well, and that's worked for Lamar, hasn't it?
Actually, Lamar's doing, really, really well. So hopefully
not a bad
that
option.
works out. Lamar Odom has actually stuck his neck out for Bam before. He said, Bam, he's kind of seen Bam, and he said, hey, why don't you come to my rehab facility? Why don't we get you cleaned up?
But
I thought maybe send him to the accountability crib and have him do, DDP yoga with Diamond Dallas Page.
maybe. You could bring him over. But here's my problem with it. Bam does not have a stellar reputation for staying in rehab.
No.
To completion.
Bam is definitely on the, what do you call it? The Missouri rule, the show me state rule. You got to show me. I'm not going to believe that Bam Margera is going to get any better until he comes out one day and he's clean shaven and he's washed and he's got clear eyes and he's sober and he's good again.
Stop slurring his words.
It doesn't sound like a fucking maniac every time he speaks. Isn't blaming everyone else for all of his problems. The minute I see that guy, I will go, oh, okay, it worked. Best of luck. I hope he does very well. Until then, I'm just going to assume he's a junkie who's making excuses, blaming everyone but himself for his problems. Kind of the same repetitious behavior we've seen out of him forever.
Right.
Well, sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ that the former Jackass star was released from a psych hospital Wednesday, and Lamar was there to greet him as he exited the facility. Bam is now in detox at one of Lamar's locations before he heads to rehab at another spot owned by the former NBA star. And so Lamar Odom was there yesterday to visit him.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, and give him the offer to go to his rehab spot.
It's a similar thing that Steve-O was trying to accomplish, though. Steve-O's a recovered drug addict and alcoholic. And
it's impressive to see Lamar Odom, who was like basically dead at one point from whatever he took. It wasn't like he didn't like drug OD. He took some kind of heart attack stroke thing from some fuck pill that he took or some shit. I thought,
sure. Okay. Like an ED pill or something.
Yeah, Lamar Odom took some kind of like off-brand boner pill and he fucking stroked out and he was almost
Probably
dead.
in a night of drinking or something.
Well, he was at the Bunny Ranch or whatever in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
Lamar's been insistent on helping Bam for weeks and even visited him in the hospital yesterday to offer him treatment at one of his Odom Wellness Treatment Centers. Bam's motivating factor in getting clean is definitely his young son, who he hasn't been able to see much during his battles with substance abuse. So this was Lamar Odom back in April, inviting Bam to his wellness center.
Hey, listen, congrats on all the stuff you're doing, man, with these rehab facilities. I got to ask a question, man.
What's up, bro?
One of our beloved celebs, Bam Margera, is going through a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah.
This is kind of what I hate about TMZ. All of this, our beloved friend. Fuck that. If you saw a video of him jumping off of a high rise to his death, you would broadcast it on your website and pay someone for the footage.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to hear this beloved friend. TMZ does not have a vested interest in how the Bam Margera story ends. They're okay with it ending either way.
Just as long as they get the views.
Yeah, just don't give me this beloved friend shit. Like, I'm not invested in it. Bam could go either way to me, too, but I admit it openly.
As like paparazzi, too, I don't like how invasive they are. Like, this guy's on the way into his facility here, and you're just kind of going to get in his way. And he's clearly not about talking to him. Oh, what's up, bro?
But Lamar Odom understands that, like, if you just give this guy a couple of seconds, he'll fuck off,
Turned himself in and
to the police?
For some situations, some family and drug-related stuff. And I wondered, like, if you had any advice for him.
Does he have God in his life?
You know what? I don't know the answer to that, I don't, but...
A relationship with Jesus Christ will help.
Oh, God, I love him.
If his problem is alcohol and drugs, I would want to reach out my hand to him and give him a bread in my facility at the Odom Wellness Center, yeah.
That's amazing. And this is like a new venture for you. I know you're like, you're spiritually invested in this, we could say, you've been through this.
I've been through it.
And I gotta know, man. Like, do you think when people see this Bam saga? It's like it's been going on for a long time, man.
Yeah, if he wants to help, then it's here for him. I'm reaching out my arms to him.
Really, you would just take care of him on the free? Just
Hold on, wellness
bless
center.
him?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
All he has to do is show up.
Yeah, that's amazing.
If he wants it, though.
He got to want
You
it.
have to want
Yeah.
it. And
That's the key.
I feel that.
Or an addict or...
And any message to him, man? He's like,
I love him and
know
just
he
stay
sees
strong.
this stuff. That's what's up, man. And
So now he followed through on that, and now Bam's checking into Lamar Odom's wellness centers. And again, I'll believe it when I see it, because for me, the thing that's popping into my head right now is that, when's the video coming out when Bam Margera talks about what a piece of shit Lamar Odom is and how much he lied to him and what a fucker he is, and he's in on it like the rest of them and all that. Because that's what we saw about Johnny Knoxville, Jeff Tremaine,
Yeah, I know.
Steve-O, his mom, his dad, his brother, his wife, everybody else.
Everyone
Everyone who's ever tried to help him. He's ended up turning on him. They're a piece of shit. They're against me. Everybody's against me. Everybody's against him because they won't let him just go do drugs but also be with his kid. That's why he thinks they're against him.
Yeah, you don't get to have that cake and eat it too.
So
And
Lamar Odom's right. He's got to want it. And I'm highly skeptical that he wants it.
I think he does want to see his son. And if somebody can hammer into his thick brain or thick skull that the only way you're going to see your son is that if you get clean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll see how it lasts.
Look at how long it took Artie Lang. And Artie Lang had to basically just disappear in order to stay away from all the temptation.
Yeah, he did.
$4.99 from Hobo Chili Recipe says, Venti resembles Sloth from Ice Age. That curly-haired koi fish needs to vamoose into oblivion. Wow.
That was really spicy.
Wow, he paid $5 to say that, too. That's how you know that shit came from the heart.
That was worth it to him.
Coherent Nonsense says, Bam's an attention whore.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because he puts out all those. Yeah, you're right. He's the one who puts out all the videos and makes all these grandiose threats and all this other shit.
And you want to know something? I don't know much about this Lamar guy, except he's a former NBA player, was with Khloe Kardashian, has a kid with her, whatever. And the whole OD thing. But, he seems like a genuine dude. Like, he's turned it around.
Yeah, he really has.
So I think that's great. I like him in that video.
I think with Lamar Odom, if Bam does go to his wellness center and it does make him better, I think what's going to happen with Bam is that you're going to see him be like full-on Christian dude. Because when you have that personality, you have to replace the drugs and the alcohol with something else.
Yeah.
And a lot of people replace it with God, and they go like full-bore evangelist Christian, like they get as into the Christianity as they did the drugs.
And I think that's the best replacement for it. I do. Some people do it with religion. Some people do it with food.
Yeah,
They'll
some
eat
people
their way
get
out
clean
of
and they
it.
get super fat. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you're alive.
Yeah. I don't look. If you made me vote today, I don't think he's gonna.
It's it's hard to imagine.
I don't
him
think he's
making
gonna make it. I just don't. At least not this time. Maybe he can turn it around because the kid is involved and the kid maybe he understands what's on the line, but. Oh boy, maybe he'll want it when he gets sober. The fact that they're making him detox and everything, maybe that you can talk to him when he's clear-headed, and he'll be able to make the change. But again, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Well, and like I was saying, like Lamar's got a kid, and he knows that angle and probably how important that is to you to get clean, and maybe he could be a good mentor for him. We don't know yet.
People are really unanimous. I'm seeing in the chat now, everybody loves Nobody Likes Me in our chat. They really, he said, I need rehab to get over my I'm going to get steel toe addiction.
He's not over that yet.
That's okay. Nobody likes me. It's all right. Look, if you got over that addiction, you would go back to 100 views. So you got to, look, I get it. I've been willing, all these months, I've been willing to allow you to borrow my shine to give you half the views that I have. I mean, I feel like I've been a very magnanimous father and God to you. Nobody likes me. So I think you're doing the Lord's work.
Nobody
really
likes
do.
me. And that is a fun account, though.
180. away from tonight's goal. Everybody hit like as well. If you're in the chat right now, I want you to throw a thumbs up. I want you to throw a sub at us. I want to get all those numbers up, especially in the summertime when it's going to be a little tougher. As you can see, last night's show, tonight's show, that goal definitely takes a little babysitting. It takes a little force. It's going to take a little bit more of the carnival barker in me, but, we just want to keep our show on the air and keep doing this for you and keep ourselves off the car lot, if you will. So if you feel like chipping in, there's all the links in the chat. Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, and all of that. 25 minutes until we start rattling the cans and obnoxiously e-begging you to knock that thing down.
We can do it.
CNN's chairman and CEO, Chris Licht, is out. After just 1 year at CNN. He was trying to do more. When he came in, I know he said, we should be a more moderate company. We shouldn't try to be super lefty on everything. Out went Cuomo. Out went Don Lemon. Out went Brian Stelter.
Oh, yeah.
Out went a lot of the old guard. This guy cleaned house. And cleaning house is a good idea because CNN's numbers were dog shit. The only problem is, I think this Chris Licht guy thought that he could get rid of all these people and make it addition by subtraction. But what happened is the few people that actually watched these guys left.
You're right. They're out of there.
And he didn't put anything in their place to draw a different audience in. So it just became, he cut Cuomo. Oh, okay. Oh, he cut Stelter. Oh, that's cool. Oh, he cut Don Lemon. Wow. And we went, okay, what's this new look CNN going to look like? And he goes, I'm just going to keep the people we got, and we're just going to move some spots around.
Who could he have thrown in there? Who do you think? Because I haven't been able to.
Obviously, they weren't going to get Tucker.
No. And do you think any of their current listeners would appreciate that? Probably not. That's a little too rich.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, who else is out there?
I don't know. I've never been able to answer that question.
Are you going to be able to? You can maybe go try to steal somebody from MSNBC.
You could do it like a sports thing and grab like an old politician or something.
Maybe. Maybe. But again, it's just, who are you going to get?
I don't know.
If you just cut people loose and then expect that's what's going to lead you to ratings, you're going to have the problem that CNN had, which was their ratings went in even further into the shitter under this guy. We didn't think that was possible.
I've got it.
What's that?
Jen Psaki.
She's already signed to MSNBC. She's working there.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought she just kind of disappeared.
Nope.
Oh, well, fuck
she
me
went
then.
to MSNBC.
Good for her. That bitch.
Tim Brouillard with $4.99 says, I hope it works for Bam. I was a junkie for 10 years. I've been sober for 13 years now since my son was born 13 years ago. I pray for him. Yeah, I mean, that's a powerful motivator.
Yep.
For a lot of people. 175 away from knocking it down. All hands on deck. You guys can do this. Come on, I'm very excited to avoid 2 L's in a row on the evening shows. There's all the links. Use them if you'd like. Becoming a VIP is a great way to help out the program as well. So as far as this CNN job goes, I think it should be a very attractive job for anyone, because you're in a position where I don't think you could do any worse.
No, they're at their lowest, in my opinion.
I mean, the only thing they've had that's gotten them any numbers is that Trump town hall that they had. Mm-hmm. And obviously you can't have that every night, so that's a one-off. It doesn't really matter. And what's ironic about this is I think part of the reason this Chris Licht is getting canned is because he did the Trump thing. I think a lot of these networks, they want to enforce the ideology over the numbers in many ways. And so they're like, hey, you put Trump on. What the fuck is your problem? You legitimized him. And he's like, legitimized him? The guy's running for fucking president. He's legitimate. He used to be the president of the United States. He's legitimate whether we legitimize him or not. He's a story. He's there to get views. Why don't we have those views come to us rather than our competitors?
Well, it makes us look like we would be soft enough to let him on our channel. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's just, it's really wild. If that's what helped cause him to be let go, then this guy was fucked either way. Because if he does it the way they want him to do it, you're not going to draw an audience and he's going to get fired. If you do it to draw an audience, you're not doing it their way and they're going to fire you. So good luck to the next person who gets that gig, but you can't go anywhere but up.
Right. Like I could see people like AOC or someone like that once they're out of office going to somewhere like CNN and having
I
a
bet you-
shitty show.
Yeah, as much as I don't like her,
Oh, not at all.
she would probably
She would.
be
She'd get
sought
a show.
after. I think they'd really love to have her as a host
The big booty Latina.
at one of these networks. Yeah. By the way, speaking of Alex Stein, he got a strike
That's confirmed.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Man,
I think he's doing his show on Rumble and on the Blaze for the week.
what happened?
I don't know what he did. I missed whatever it was, but Alex Stein, boom, got himself his first YouTube strike.
That's too bad. I'm not sure what he did.
Probably got himself his second YouTube strike because the first one is just a warning.
Yeah.
So we'll see. YouTube, when YouTube has it out for some of these channels, though, they kind of go after him relatively hard. And
Well,
they don't leave him alone.
He's not the one that they wanted on there in the tuck swimsuits. So
No, that's not the one they wanted in the tuck swimsuits. 20 minutes until we rattle the cans and try to beg it out of you. 175 away from tonight's goal if you feel like chipping in. All right, moving on. We promised you scantily clad witches eating a deer carcass. I give you scantily clad witches eating a deer carcass. This happened in Canada this week. Somebody got this off their security cam footage. And it seems to be two Wiccan women leaning over a deer carcass and eating from its guts.
eating its innards. That's
Yeah.
actually really jarring to look at.
Eating like they would on Animal Planet. 10 minutes after sunset, munching on a deer carcass. I mean, you've got to get something from that, right?
Unless you do that all the time, you're getting incredibly sick.
You've got to get some kind of disease from that. I'd be concerned about you if you didn't get a disease from that.
This is how things like CWD and stuff is going to spread to humans.
Yeah, they're going to fuck us up. They're going to be the ones who cause the next lockdowns by munching on raw deer.
Well, CWD is the problem right now, and that's why they want you to, get your deer tests and stuff. I never have because we're not in that area, but chronic wasting disease, that's going to make the jump if you start doing this shit.
You know what I've heard is they may be concerned about CWD. That's a big problem, but they're worried about the next variant, which is actually it's not this variant that they're concerned about. This variant, I think they said there's been like 39 variants of CWD. What they're really worried about is CWD 40. They're saying that
all of your insides are incredibly lubricated.
And not only did I want to do the joke, I wanted to drag it out as much as possible because I was so happy about it that I didn't want to leave it go.
You had to make it hurt.
Scarface with $20 says, caught another Twitter ban, apparently telling Keith Olbermann to choke on Canadian smoke is a no-no. With that said, have some of my money. Thank you, Scarface. And I will say this.
Thank you.
As good as that must have felt to write to him, once you get Twitter banned and you realized it was over Keith Olbermann, it does kind of make you sick a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That guy's so bitter.
Triple N says, all that way for a WD-40 punchline.
I know. You really greased it.
Thank you. I use it on my butthole when April wants to give me my punishments. Stevie J says wasting disease is so brutal. Yeah, what happens with the chronic wasting disease?
I'm not actually really well versed in it. I just know of it. I do believe it's literally called chronic wasting disease. I believe your insides kind of start to go to shit and not work. And I think they become a little deranged, if that makes sense. Like shit's not making sense.
All right.
They're not themselves.
Professional Horny Boy says Greg Grilmo cringe would have been better. The CWD 40 line. Greg Grilmo says, literally 2 seconds after I hit enter, I was like, grr, should have changed the C. Oh, come on, no. Chronic Wiccan dorks, CWD. Oh, I see what they're doing.
I think we're getting off that image a little too quickly. How do you explain that picture?
We're gonna go back to it.
What do you do?
Triple N calling him Keith. They're afraid. Olbermann, do you remember that rant? They're afraid.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
$2 from Zen Rhino. He says, did you forget to stream on Rumble tonight? Taking a little break from Rumble, seeing what impact it has on the YouTube numbers, seeing if I want everyone to come to one place. Rumble didn't seem to really be growing at all, so I kind of wanted to consolidate everything over here on YouTube. I wasn't getting much out of Rumble. How do I put this? Rumble needs work. Rumble needs a little bit of help before I think it's super ready for prime time. I'm a little turned off by the viewer multipliers that they run. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a little sus. I don't
Their
like it
chat,
either.
like our chat in Rumble, even though it says we've got like 150 to 200 people in there, the chat is fucking dead.
Nobody's saying anything.
On Rumble, nobody's saying anything. So I just thought, have everybody come on over to YouTube. Let's put all of our viewers in one basket and see how that goes. So that's it.
Okay, M76 says it messes with their brain, so I had a little bit of it right.
Yeah, there they are, just being... I mean, this is pretty on brand for being Wiccan, though, right?
I didn't know those actually exist.
Oh, yeah.
You can't live like this. You're up in Canada. You can't make it through winters like this.
A nurse and nature lover in Canada reportedly captured footage of what she said appeared to be two witches holding a carcass eating ritual with a camera she set up near her home. I don't know what the heck was up with that, says Carinia Stanhope, 36. Stanhope, oh, fun. 36 of Powell River, British Columbia. It really freaked us out. It's not something you see every day. Well, your lips to God's ears. I certainly hope you're not seeing fat-titted women munching on a deer carcass outside your house every day.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking about my hunting rituals and how I'm frequently out in the woods in the dark alone. You run into that shit in the dark, I don't know what I'm doing. That's really scary.
Kicking it until it's not moving anymore. Until the
it's
threat
not normal.
Until the threat is neutralized.
How I didn't know witchcraft was a real thing that people do.
Oh, women who are like super unfuckable and don't have a personality, they love that Wiccan
Well, I'd
shit.
say they've got a fucking personality.
Well,
they just don't know which one.
It's a Wiccan
that day.
one. After coming across a deer carcass in a garden on her property, Stanhope explained that she set up the camera to surveil any animals that might take interest in the dead deer. Okay, so these women are over this deer eating its entrails.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been there for a while, meaning like bugs and...
Oh, they stink too.
And parasites and germs and bacteria and all kinds of shit have been forming on this deer. And they just came by and started munching it.
Entrails do not smell good.
Well, when you come across carcasses, aren't you supposed to like call the like authorities and have them dispose of it? You're not supposed to just let it sit there and record
you don't
it,
have
are you?
to call anyone.
Oh.
No, you didn't kill it.
Oh, no,
Like,
that's if it's on the road.
The only thing is, like, people don't call that shit on the road either. They just pull it off to the side.
Drunk on Cringe says, the last time I recorded a fat chick eating a deer carcass, she hit me and screamed, "This is steel toe country." Sorry about that. My mom gets really defensive of the program. That's we should have kept her in the basement.
Don't fuck with Imhold.
Stevie J says Wiccans are fun, but it's only like 50 years old and they claim it's ancient rituals. It's kind of scammy. Yeah.
Wait, so you people in the chat know Wiccans and stuff?
Oh, Kate Murphy, the girl in high school that had eczema that my friends and I tried to make her Ice Age queen. She claimed to be a witch.
See, that's a serious red flag. If I catch you crouching over a rotting deer carcass on my trail cam, I'm calling the authorities on you. I'm having somebody search my woods until you get the fuck out of them.
That's no fun. You're just going to pick on Wiccan people like that?
Yeah.
Zen Rhino says Wiccans and pagans are just a new goth. It's so cringe. Yeah, no, it's not something to be taken seriously. If anyone tells you they're a Wiccan and you care about them in any way, slap them and slap them twice.
I would say that being naked in the woods, disheveled and eating dead animals is a little farther than goth. Tell me I'm wrong.
Union Jack says, I'll trust a Wiccan more than a Mormon. Have you ever met a Mormon, Union Jack? They are remarkably nice people.
Yeah.
Mormons believe crazy shit, but then again, any crazier than Wiccans? And Mormons are like super uncomfortably nice. They're genuinely, like, I've never met a dickhead Mormon.
What percentage of our population is a Wiccan?
Well, it
depends. That
depends.
can't exist.
You know, it depends on what high school you go to and how many girls are feeling a little left out that day. Then the numbers they'll shift.
I don't think I had any in mine.
Oh, we had a couple. Yule Gibbons says, but I bet those witches ride the hell out of the old broomstick, if you know what I'm saying. Am I right?
It's okay. No.
Samuel Warner with $5 says, Heil April. There you go. Hey, we are officially within striking distance of tonight's goal. 150 away and 10 minutes away from rattling the cans and seeing if we can knock this thing out. Everybody let loose now. Everybody unload. $5-10 a pop. 158. Let's avoid the fucking music tonight. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. You guys have got it. Give your favorite e-beggars a little bit of that coin rattling around in your pocket. We'll knock out our last goal of the evening show's week, and we'll do a half hour of overtime for you. What do you say? Carnival barking. Okay, let's see if we can get that going, and in the next 10 minutes, we'll rattle the cans. I came the next day, and Grandpa said he'd got naked people on the camera, and I said, no, you didn't. Bullshit. So he showed me, she said. And again, so we must have got him twice, because here's the one girl. She's back.
Well, I
with
don't know.
what looks like a webbed hand.
Okay.
That's motion, of course.
Yeah, but look at how skinny the top part of her arm is, too. That's
I know.
very concerning.
That's really...
Well, yeah, I don't know how much, camera footage you've gone over, but it goes in stages. Like, if there's deer walking into frame, you'll see one, and then the other shows up with it, so... They're going to get several.
Stanhope noted to the outlet that the carcass chompers emerged about 10 minutes after... That sounds racist. Carcass chompers.
That's fine. I'm for it.
Emerged about 10 minutes after sunset looking disheveled and like they were wearing wigs. You can't really tell from the photos, but the hoof was brought right up to her mouth, she said. I don't know if she was kissing it, smelling, or eating it, but to touch a decaying carcass like that makes me feel sick, she said. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're a normal human being, yes. I mean, seeing two people in the middle of the night munching on a dead deer carcass that they literally just found, yeah, that might be a little disconcerting. Don't worry, though, ma'am. I think that means you're just normal.
Picture what other predators out there were eating on this thing already, because it was severely decomposed, okay? Something ate it. And then you got whatever disease was on that thing's mouth.
Jacques Cass says it was a chupacabra that got it.
Oh.
A goddamn chupacabra.
That poor fucking deer.
Randy Marsh says, this show is more painful than kidney stones. Well, I tell you what then, Randy Marsh, you should treat us just like a kidney stone and pass us. You got this, buddy. I believe in you. You know how to click the X button. Coherent Nonsense says, rattling the cans, you're going to tit punch April? If I have to, I'm not missing the goal 2 evening shows in a row.
Nope.
Somebody's got to pay for this. Either the audience or the titties, one or the other.
Guys, we have not covered RedBar footage in a long time. I'd really like to do that.
You want to see RedBar covering Chad Zumach?
I do.
I found a clip on the Chad Zumach subreddit there. And RedBar, oh my God, let's just say he picks his spots, and Chad Zumach is not a spot he wants to pick.
Oh.
Let's put it that way. We'll get to that, but only if we hit overtime tonight. A guy fishing in Italy caught a 9-foot catfish. Pulled it out of the river.
No.
Check that shit out. That is a mutant.
That's a river monster. That's a dinosaur. Do you know how old that is?
Look at how hacked up it is. It's got chunks missing out of it. He's been hit probably by boat blades and shit like that.
What do you do with that?
Woo.
I feel like you take your pictures and let it go, right? Because you can't fucking transport that thing.
I think you just kill it and get it out of the river.
No, it's lived that long. Leave it alone.
All right.
It's a literal dinosaur, dude.
Well, he can join his dinosaur friends and be gone. Fishing solo in a boat on Italy's River Po, known for its huge Wells catfish, Alessandro Biancardi made a dream come true by landing the biggest Wells catfish he's ever seen, and almost lost his boat doing so.
How would you pull that up alone? You can't pull that up alone. You can't. You can't land that in the boat.
It's 9 feet long. That fucking fish.
You know what he did? I guarantee you he didn't get it in the boat. He beached it. He drug it alongside his boat until he got to the beach.
Oh man, look at that mutant.
I hope he was noodling for it.
So do catfish not have teeth?
I mean, you see that upper ridge, that pink area? That's sandpaper-like teeth, much like a bass, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So you can get your arm in there.
They don't have, chompy teeth.
Okay. Well, chompy teeth, by the way, is a scientific term.
Well, think about it. People that do noodling, you couldn't do that if they had big teeth.
True. With 10 witnesses looking on, the Wells catfish stretched 9 feet, 4.4 inches long, qualifying it for the International Game Fish Association all-tackle world record length by 1.6 inches. So somebody grabbed a 9-foot 2.5-inch catfish before?
Could be the
Holy
same
shit.
catfish. He just grew a little.
Yeah, he just got a little bit bigger.
He owns both titles, actually.
Holy shit,
That's
is
incredible.
a giant fish.
How could you, like, I'm sitting here, I've fished for 20-something years, and I'm like, number one, how didn't your line snap? How didn't your rod snap in half? How didn't your fucking arms get tired? It said 43-minute battle.
Yeah.
How?
That thing could grab you and drown you, says
Yes.
PA Cheddar. Yeah, for sure.
Like, I've caught catfish before. They struggle. They're a good fight,
yeah.
you know?
C'est La Vie says that they will still tear you up when you noodle. Oh, yeah, people noodle and they'll come up with like scratched up, bleeding
Dude,
arms and shit.
Those noodle videos are crazy.
They pull out some big fucking fish.
Seriously.
Out of that thing.
And their whole arm is like deep-throated in that fish.
Yeah. Don't they wear the gloves or whatever? No?
Hillbillies do not.
Jesus. April knows more about fish than babyface Aaron Cute, says Alex.
You gotta-
How fucking dare you.
You got a raw dog noodle. No glove for you.
Tyler Barton with $5 says, let's get April her RedBar fix. Thank you very much, buddy.
Yes.
145 away from hitting it tonight. You guys got this. Drunk on Cringe says, and another clip. I can't wait to go to Drunk on Cringe's Twitter today after the show.
What did we clip?
I want to see all the things he clipped today of the show. A lot of female noodlers. Yeah, we saw that one. Hannah Barron is that one that everybody jacks off to, right?
I think so. I think she's hot. I think any chick willing to stick her arm down in something's throat.
Oh, I'm leaning down to get the fish.
Oh, my tits are out because I'm in a bikini. And
Very strange, the form I'm taking to catch this fish.
Oh, my ass is out while my arm is down.
Gosh darn it, play 2 Apries vid chatting illegal video, screamingly hilarious. It's from Cassius. What? Play 2 Apries vid chatting illegal video, screamingly hilarious. I don't know what that means, Cassius. You have to resend it.
Proofread and then
Yes.
send it again.
Nobody can decipher what that meant. It's like the fucking Dead Sea Scrolls.
We're trying to work with you, buddy.
Yes. If there's something really hilarious that we need to watch, I would like to see it. People are wondering if I'm jealous of. Oh, did the catfish scare the shit out of you? I brought the catfish back up on the screen and April was scared.
That's a big fucking catfish.
She
I
was
don't know.
startled. You could stick your whole head in there.
Dude, he'd be so tough. You wouldn't want to eat that. He tastes like shit.
Well,
That is one catfish that will not be deep fried.
good for Super Mario for catching that fish. Doc Brewski with $1.99 says, look up vampire catfish homies. Is it called vampire catfish or is it called vampire catfish homies?
I'm guessing just vampire
I'm
catfish.
gonna
He's
go
calling us homies.
Okay, we're the homies. We're 145 away from tonight's goal. If you'd like to contribute, I'd really appreciate it. We got to not miss tonight. A vampire fish is spawning in Vermont's waters. That thing looks like it was made to chomp your dick off.
It was. But that thing with the big teeth is the vampire catfish. That's just a vampire fish.
Oh, that's a vampire. Oh, my God. That thing also looks like it was made to chomp your dick off.
Dude, nothing needs teeth like that, okay? Tell me why God needed that.
How does he not puncture his own mouth?
I don't know, dude. Maybe they like fork a little bit and go conveniently on the sides of their mouth.
Holy
or they're
shit.
they're a mouth breather, so they never close it.
I would hit that thing in the head with a bat until it was dead out of just impulse.
I want a good scoop shovel.
Ew. Rare blood-sucking vampire fish.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
See, like that thing, I would just want to smash its head in. That shouldn't exist.
I
Yeah,
kind of
look
want
at
to
that
throw up.
fucker.
I don't like that guy, by the way. There's something wrong with a dude who's willing to go in rivers with fucking monsters.
This one looks like he crawls up your dick.
There is one of those.
Yeah, all of these fish just have real
Remember that?
dick-seeming tendencies. That's what I'm saying.
Dick seeming.
Cassius says, I know it sounds weird. I'm begging you to look it up. I can't because I don't know what that means.
Is it to appease?
To appease. I got to go back and find it.
No,
now.
you passed it.
I passed it? All right.
Yep.
Where's our buddy?
Right there.
Cassius. All right. Goddamn it. Play to appease vid chatting illegal. Screamingly hilarious. All right. That might be something for overtime after the vid chatting in public is legal now. Hilarious. To April. Maybe we'll check it out if we hit overtime. We certainly don't have time right now. But if we hit overtime tonight, maybe we'll sneak that in with the RedBar Zumach stuff. Hobo chili recipe with $4.99 says, you sneaky little bugger. Where's the Tuffet Tickler? You look like a G.I. Joe figure that inappropriately caresses the dependents of fellow Joes. Thank you for a very elaborate, in-depth explanation of my pedo-ish look. King of Greg's with $2 says, look up two neighbors fishing. All right, we are officially 140 away from tonight's goal. All right. You can do it via Streamlabs. You can do it via PayPal. You can do it via Venmo, Super Chat, however you want. But it's time to fire up the music. We've got 5 minutes left in regulation. We're 140 away from tonight's goal. I need all hands on deck tonight. We cannot miss 2 nights in a row. It will probably send me into a spiral, I will admit. Let's knock it out. We've done a great show for you tonight. I think the time has passed very quickly for you. And also, we have a great overtime plan for you as well.
Lots in the queue.
Lots of things waiting for you in overtime. So let's rally together. Let's support our favorite e-begging, can-rattling, carnival-barking extravaganza, the Steel Toe Show. Who's more deserving of your hard-earned dollars for entertainment? Let's fire up the music. Let's blow the whistle. PayPal, Streamlabs, Super Chats, memberships. Let's knock this out and have a successful end to our week of evening shows. Let's go, boys and girls. I want to see a W. All right, he says, let's get corny as fuck. Oh, let's get as corny as it fucking takes. You want to see the bottom of dignity?
Please.
Boom. We'll smash right through it. We love doing this for a living, so we'll do what it takes to keep her going. No shame over here. Let's start filling up the coffers.
Damn.
Bandit with $45. We've also got Scott with $20. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Flex gifting a membership. So that's going to put us at, help me do some math here, 65. $75 away from tonight's goal. And all of a sudden, we are very, very close. And Stoned Malone has a membership, which I think is great. Yul Gibbons says, let's get Stevie J a membership. Yes. Absolutely get Stevie J a membership.
You should all have one. And you should all click subscribe.
Oh, yes, absolutely hit subscribe because we're only 80 away from 10,000. All right, 75. There's Happy Plague Doctor with a $10 super chat. We'll take 70% of that. Says prepare mentally to eat twigs and berries. That's very good advice, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
70 away from knocking out tonight's goal. All hands on deck, and we can do this thing. 70 all of a sudden looking very, very close. Thank you, Nicholas, for the $5 over on PayPal. And now we're 65 away. And a very good overtime waiting for you.
I'm ready.
Coherent Nonsense says you haven't resorted to prop comedy so far, so you're far from the bottom. I mean, this is pretty good beggary, though, is it not?
Has been.
I pride myself on it. All right, Cerberus has got us to the $50 mark with $20 super chat. Says the lack of a stash is just jarring. Wasn't expecting that. Well, there you go. $50 away from nailing it tonight and leaving the evening shows for the week happy. We've got $10 from Scarface. He says, Chad and RedBar, count me in. And Anonymous with $50. That means we're done.
Thank you.
Cut it. Kill it. We did it.
We're all good.
It's over.
Thank you, guys.
Woo. LOS says $4.99 says hopefully this background music will be the motivation Chad needs to hit rock bottom and seek help.
Oh, no. What?
Oh, man. Well, we are, I believe, I'll redo the math after the show, but I believe we're $5 into tomorrow as well. If you're new to this show, we don't pocket any of the extra that comes in after the goal is hit. We roll it over to the next day's goal. So I'm very happy to inform you guys that we nailed it.
Feels good.
Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate it. Onward and upward to a great overtime here for Steel Toe. Okay, let me close up all this stuff and get you guys ready. Cassius says, yeah, where's the big, giant, sexy specs? The cum glasses missed by $35 today. We nailed the goal this morning, but we said if you guys knocked out the night before's goal that we missed, April would wear her cum glasses for the evening show. And you guys missed the cum glasses by only $35, which is a win-win because we got close enough to basically go, oh, it made up for last night. And then April goes, hey, I don't have to wear the cum glasses. Coherent Nonsense says, thanks for the show. Cheers, any drunk in the chat. 07. Absolutely.
Fun.
Alex Bernal says, Aaron, Bob Levy's upper lip imhold. What? Hold on. I don't want to have Bob's upper lip.
It is weird looking at you now. It's like a new person.
Don't I look fresh to death, as the kids say?
Oh, God.
Johnny 1.0 renewing his gifted membership. That's awesome. That actually helps big time. He says, no glasses, no peace.
Maybe next time. We missed it.
You can't make them all happy, can you? Well, I want to thank you guys for, enduring the can rattling and whatnot. I really appreciate that. That's very cool. Thank you guys for having fun with us and keeping the show on the air the last few years. Jack Schaff says, can we try the glasses goal again tomorrow?
What do you mean? Like you knock the goal out and I wear glasses?
Like knocks the goal out and goes 35 over.
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
I mean, I
Sure.
don't know. I guess we haven't considered it. April will let you know tomorrow.
I just did. I said sure.
Oh, so if we go over by 35 tomorrow,
Yeah.
you're in. Yule Gibbons with $5 over on PayPal, and Delco Lou with $10 on Venmo. So that
Wow.
means another 15 towards tomorrow.
Thank you.
That puts us at 3:30 away from tomorrow morning's goal. Thank you, boys and girls. Appreciate that.
Glasses for Sunday. That could be cool.
Okay.
If we knock out this week's goal, I'll wear glasses on Sunday.
If you knock out okay. How about if they knock out the 35? Okay, if they hit the goal and go over by 35, you do the glasses for Sunday.
Well, I thought that's what the point was.
Okay. I guess or they could just do the 35 now. And they could knock it out. Either way, I guess.
you find
Who
people
knows?
want.
Whatever you guys want for the cum glasses. Optic Nerve says, people knock you guys for the e-begging, but the music and rattling the cans makes it exciting. That's what we try to do on this program.
Yeah, it's somehow nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm upstairs not on the show, I'm like, are they going to hit it? I kind of need this half hour. I
It's
need
dramatic.
to hear it.
And, the other thing is, I think the only people who really shit on us for that are the people who have nothing else to shit on us for, and they take it a little too seriously.
Or they're too ashamed to do what we're doing. They're
Probably.
too ashamed to ask for
That's
the
probably.
the
What can you get in
I don't
this
know.
life without asking? I ask you. All right, let's go to this clip we've got. Let's talk about RedBar talking about Chad Zumock. Now, this is very interesting because Chad has been asking for RedBar's attention because,
Mistake.
Chad. Well, here's what happened. Chad and Patrick Melton, who are kind of like the same guy. They both do like lie bits where they act like something big's happening, but it's totally a work. And everyone knows they're lying, but they think that they're tricking people. It's really weird. And they both have the same kind of audience where they're both kind of watching like this and going, what is this fucking goofball going to pull out of his ass next time?
Buffoon.
So then they have a falling out. Remember when they were the Moron Twins together?
Yeah.
And then the Moron Twins had a falling out because that's what the Moron Twins do. They were going to take down Steel Toe, remember? Those two were banding together and they were going to wipe out Steel Toe. They were going to eliminate this show. And the two of them combined don't equal the amount of views we have every month. So,
But they do equal a heart problem.
they do equal heart problems. So, and I mean, Patrick Melton's at the point now where he's acknowledging that Steel Toe rescued his show and gave him views. He acknowledged, it's up on Twitter, I think Misery Loves Clips tweeted it, that he said, yeah, I was only getting 100 views before, I got the Steel Toe bump. And he said, thank you, which I accept. You're welcome. I do it for a lot of people. I'm a generous and giving God. So Chad and him have this clash. RedBar destroyed Melton. I mean, it sent him into hiding, for fuck's sake. The guy still blurs his house on Google Maps and pays services to remove his information off the internet. I mean, RedBar fucked this guy up badly. And this new audience that he's grabbed from like the Chad stuff hasn't kind of dug into this lore yet. And when they do, I think they'll be kind of embarrassed that they ever got into that. Well, Zumock saw that Mike's Scars Club YouTube account was in his chat one day. Now, I don't think Mike runs that account.
I don't either.
I think that's just a clip channel.
Yeah.
Well, they said, Chad, if you hate Melton, talk to me and we'll get something going. I can tell you this, listening to Mike David as long as I have, Mike David would never say that to anybody.
Nope.
Mike David, when it comes to podcasting, is North Korea. He doesn't have any friends. He doesn't want any friends. He's got a wife, a disease,
A dog.
a show, a dog, and that's it. That's all he's got that's close to him. his autoimmune disease, his dog, his wife, and his show. He's not interested in anything else.
Booze.
Booze. He and Chad have that in common.
That is true.
But so RedBar never went into Chad's chat and asked him to like team up against Melton. RedBar has nothing to prove when it comes to Melton. He's beaten that into the ground. It's dead.
Not only that, I don't think RedBar's going slumming with Chad Zumach.
Well, that's interesting. You should say that because Mike David happens to agree with your take.
Right.
Now, RedBar and I went back and forth. RedBar and I considered it very sportly. He hammered the shit out of us. We beat the living fuck out of him. He said some very nasty things about us. I said some remarkably nasty shit about him. I believe when it comes to RedBar back and forths, I believe we were one of the few, and there's been others, but we're one of the few that gave as good as we got. We never backed down. We never said, oh, we'd stop. He's a piece of shit. We just said, okay, you want to shit on us? We'll shit back on you. You're dying. You know, your show's losing members. You had to take a year off, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Oh, you and your wife are dog shit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool.
Thanks.
And then it kind of went away. He kind of just stopped, and it wasn't fun because we weren't giving him what he wanted. Well, now he's found Chad, and Chad has literally been begging for RedBar's attention.
Be careful what you ask for.
You would think that. You would think that all it takes to get RedBar's attention is go, RedBar, 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 like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, yeah.
As exhilarating as it can be for a broadcaster to be able to go up. I saw it as sparring. I saw it as like, I get to go and trade punches with Mike David. This is fucking cool. To ask for it and have Mike David look at you and go, nah, that's got to be humiliating.
That has to be worse.
Mike,
somehow.
let me give you an idea of something. Mike David will pick on the guy who played Donkey Lips, for fuck's sake. You don't get much lower than the guy who played Donkey Lips.
Michael Ray Bauer is a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy. He's great, whatever. But still, Mike David will pick on him. Listen to what he says about the idea of teaming up with Chad Zumach against Melton or working against Chad Zumach. Holy shit.
Or bring up Chad Zumach on the show, and there's a reason for that. He falls below the line of that's a low line.
I have never seen Mike David say that he won't mock someone.
Right.
because they're beneath his line.
Oh.
That has to be the lowest line in the history of podcasting.
Oh, that makes my cheeks hurt. I'm smiling so hard. I've never heard that.
RedBar won't go after Chad Zumach because he's too low. Hey, you know who's not too low to get RedBar's attention?
Us.
Steel Toe. RedBar had a back of a... We probably went 3 rounds with Mike. He fired the first shot by telling his bring back group, you like that show and you're banned from here. I'm not allowing it. So we fucked on him. Then he fucked on us. Then we fucked on him back. And then he soft fucked on us by playing a funny clip of us saying he's great. And that's to me when I knew, okay, this is for sport now. We can ease up a little bit.
He says we're in the obeyment list, I'm assuming.
No. He just played a clip of us saying like, yeah, we may shit on RedBar, but, you know, he's great at the thing he does. You know, and he was doing that with Chrissy and a couple of other people. Just kind of a funny bit that he did. And I went, okay, I can ease off my shit now. I don't have to go as hard because he's fucking goofing around. We're in the goof around stage now. Well, Chad can't even get into the shitting on you phase. And I think this might be the most devastating treatment anyone's ever received from RedBar. A guy who's asking for it and can't get it. Ugh. Mike David can't be bothered with the likes of Chad Zumach.
That's lower than Denny, lower than Melton. He is so uninteresting.
I want to point that part out too. Lower than Denny, lower than Melton, indicating that those two are the lowest 2 on his list. You know who's not that low on the list?
Steel Toe.
Steel Toe. Oh, wonderful. I'll play my own sound effect. There you go. The RedBar's holy trinity of dick shit awful fools. Chad, Denny, Melton. That puts us somewhere up here away from that muck and mire and dog shit. I really like Mike. Thanks for the endorsement.
Mike's looking better too. He looks more filled out suddenly, like he's putting on some of his weight.
Oh, because I was going to say he's looking really skinny.
Really? I think he looks better now than when he came back.
Yeah, all the best.
To us, that we just couldn't care.
Someone says Chad Zumock has been threatening to live watch RedBar's Melton coverage. Maybe that's where it comes from.
Well, Chad, you better keep my name out your mouth.
We will strike your
Or,
website
yes,
down.
we'll just strike. We'll do it all dirty. We'll get all the fans to just take away your living.
So he's clearly making fun of Kevin Brennan there with the
Yeah.
strikes and everything else.
Oh.
Oh, man. So he's like, Chad, just don't talk about us. We don't want to talk about you. The guy who's been the most poisonous, what's the word they use? Toxic piece of shit on the internet. I mean, this guy is not only the most toxic fucker out there, but he's bred a bunch of wannabe toxic people also. Like, I think, in many ways, like Win by 2 is a RedBar clone. Melton became a Melton had this weird thing where he got killed by the vampire that is Mike David. So he had to become a Mike David imitator, which is very strange.
Okay.
And now I wonder, is Chad maybe avoiding the bite so he doesn't have to become one too?
No, you give way too much credit to a Chad Zumock. He doesn't think shit out at all.
No. I'm not saying he's thinking.
He has
I'm saying
no idea what he's doing.
Mike controls Chad's destiny in his hands.
Well, that's not surprising.
And
But
Mike David looked up at Chad Zumock and he goes, no, bring me something better. This is not worth my time. Mike David's looking at the disease he has and the shape he's in, and he's looking at a Chad Zumock and he goes, do you know what precious time I have left on this earth? Do you think I'm going to waste it with a Chad Zumock? Out you go.
no matter how much time you have left in your life, you should never waste it on a Chad Zumock.
How bad does it fucking suck that you beg for RedBar's attention? Like, you lobby for RedBar to make you a part of his show. He acknowledges that you're doing it and then passes on you. Oh, that is fantastic. And like I've always said with Chad, once you think you've got the greatest news story in the world, he goes and does something that tops the news story you haven't even gotten to yet. His show today, which we're going to show you tomorrow during overtime, is the funniest thing. He got blackout drunk this afternoon. His stream lasted 10 minutes. The dumb drunk accidentally turned it off and then told and instead of just coming back on and admitting that he's a drunk that hit the wrong button, he made up a story that his power went out and that he would start streaming as soon as the power came back on. He never restreamed again. Right. He lied.
That's good.
You hear that? There will be no back and forth. You're not getting any airtime on this RedBar. You're too low. But we will take away your livelihood behind the scenes with our guys, and we'll get you in trouble with the cops. We'll get you no money. That's what these guys run on, the little money they make. So
I really do like how smarmy he is sometimes.
You're not. You want to have a little back and forth. It would have killed you. I wish RedBar would have done this. I wish Mike David would have said, because this would have killed Chad and probably killed Patrick too. If Mike would have went, you want to go a few rounds with me like I did with Steel Toe? Well, you're not worth what I gave Steel Toe. And Chad would be like, well, that's it. I'm tying a belt and I'm finding a strong ceiling fan, and that's it for me. To hear Mike David say you're not worth Steel Toe attention.
You don't think Chad can do better than a belt? You don't think he can turn this shit around?
Well, I just meant leather because of the weight. It's got to support him.
And I mean,
that's all there will be to that.
Dollars out of my personal savings have gone into Chad Zumock's chat. I'm paying all of his bills at this point.
And to scare Melton like that, after all that he's been through.
Don't
How dare
do
you?
anything to Melton, Chad, or the super chats are going away.
Yeah.
So now you're Melton, and RedBar pities you so much because of what he did to you that he's like, don't scare him after what he's been through. Treating him like he's like a rescue animal or like an R-word victim.
Yeah, but you know what's sick, though, is like Chad's going to sit and watch this and he'll play it and he'll be like, well, even RedBar just mentioning me on his episode is going to get my name all over the place in his chat. Now people know my name, so that's still advertising. And then Patrick's going to sit there and be like, "Oh, see, he's defending me."
Yeah.
You know, like,
he better not. You can't.
Stop. They'll find any little thing to be like, "That's an Owen, man."
You can't say that, because if you say, "Look, he's defending me," that's such a cuck move. That's you basically saying, the guy who ripped my guts out in front of the entire world, look, I'm being protected now. That's like the ultimate. That's you being Vichy France at that point.
Yeah.
Drunk on Cringe says, I remember making a RedBar clip and putting it on YouTube. No chance. RedBar truly is the master of striking. No chance. And I uploaded FIFA videos without a problem. I mean, that clip was on Reddit. I guess it's harder to get shit taken down off Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit, honestly, is besides Twitter, I would say it's one of the biggest cesspools I've ever seen. They don't give a shit what is up there.
Kip Smith says Chad will clout chase Mike David and get destroyed. I'll say this, guys. I'll say this in Chad's defense. You can't destroy him.
No.
He's dead. Like, he's done. Like, there's no how are you going to destroy him? Is he going to live in a different Kevin Brennan fan's apartment?
What is dead may never die.
Yeah, what is dead may never die. He's a dead man walking. You can't do anything to him. He's a fucking podcasting zombie. So I will say that, Kip Smith. I will correct you and say he's not going to get destroyed. He can't be. Triple N says Melton holding RedBar's pocket. Someone else told you that April, he's not that smart. I mean, he's not these people are like fish, remember. They just kind of swim around and go.
I think that's what I said.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what I said.
Jacques Cass says, didn't Stuttering John do the same thing with RedBar that Chad did regarding allying with Mike David to take down someone else? Yeah, I remember that.
He would be a go-to for people like that because RedBar will pick apart anybody who he deems deserving of said treatment.
Well, no.
So, I mean...
RedBar will play both sides against each other because it entertains him.
I know.
Like, he'll just be on Team Chad and then Team Melton and Team Chad, then Team Melton.
Thank you.
Delco Lou says, I highly doubt Mike David's wife is donating money to Chad Zuma. Yeah.
It's not her.
It's so funny to watch that MLC crowd just think that if people type a name into their YouTube that it's got to be that person. That would be like us saying, "Oh, Andrew Tate loves our show." No, that's not Andrew Tate, and no, that's not Jules David.
No, that's been like the longest running joke in YouTube super chats is the Jules David.
Scarface with $4.99 says Chad is at a Home Depot right now purchasing some static rope on someone else's credit card.
Don't put that on some old man.
Oh, yeah. Poor guy's got to pay for it now. Zen Rhino says all you have to do is strike attempt is point out that it's fair use and that's how he does his show is playing other people's clips. He's never succeeded in striking me. Yeah, we did that with who's the wrestling guy that tried to strike us and we just wrote to YouTube and like, this is clearly fair use. Star Maker Bolin. Remember Kenny Bolin?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I really did forget about him.
We were making fun of him, and
Is he
tried.
Okay?
Yeah, he's just fat. We tried to make fun of him, and he copyright struck us, and we just wrote, this is fair use, and YouTube was like, you're good. Drunk on Cridge says, yeah, Reddit is fine. The thing is, you can't make money off Reddit. Hence why people try to upload RedBar clips to YouTube. He only allows certain uploaders. Well, how about this? That was fair use. We commented on it. We had more of our content than his playing. And I'll put the thing up and not monetize it. Or I'll monetize it and he can do whatever he wants with it.
I can't agree that Reddit is fine. I mean, I've heard from other streamers out there besides like our own subreddit. Like I've heard from a lot of other people that there's some seriously
No. He
shit.
means fine in terms of you can't get stuff taken down off
he means
of
you can put stuff up there.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was going to say Reddit's not fine.
Cassius says, yeah, RedBar's not a good broadcaster. Can only stand a couple of minutes of him. You got to dig in for the long haul if you're good. You can't listen to 10 minutes of RedBar. It won't go anywhere.
He used to be perfect for me at my old job. Like once the Steel Toe show would be over and then I'd hop right on to RedBar and then I've got the entire workday covered. It's over.
Kip Smith says, destroyed mentally. Chad won't be able to handle that level of back and forth. Maybe. It's hard to say how that would. Well, I mean, we'll never know how that would work out because as RedBar just said, Mike David said, I can't be bothered with this fucking guy.
I wouldn't.
No. P.A. Cheddar says, I knew my daughter hated me from the day she was born. She wouldn't say a word to me. Jack and Cough says, I meant keep talking about Chad and Redbird. Okay.
RedBar.
Smokeout Prod says, Stuttering Joe wanted to team up with RedBar to take down Anthony Cumia. Oh, that's right. Yeah,
What?
he reached out to RedBar. But, like, RedBar likes going after people on his own. If you try to get RedBar on your team, that's like trying to get Emotep on your team.
RedBar's a guy who doesn't need a team. He's fine. He does it on his own.
Yeah. Gothy Tooth, Last Tooth Fund. No, it just works better, and it drives him more nuts when we don't say anything about him. He's desperately tried for our attention and failed. I think that works better, and it's funnier to me. And we still double his views, so I'm happy. Zen Rhino says, channels that live by playing other people's content and commenting on news stories but get pissed when other people share their content are ridiculous. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. Chad Zumach stole a bike. Did the porn stash get 86? No, we just have a really high CGI budget on this show, and it's still there. I just CGI'd it
I don't know how I feel.
today. Yeah. P.A. Cheddar says, I watch Bubba and Steel Toe, and that's it. Well, and isn't that all you need in life?
Probably.
Is just that. All right, so we check out this 2 APRI vid chatting in public is illegal now clip that somebody sent us.
I guess. That guy's probably not here anymore, but sure.
Yeah, he said, you got to play this. It's really... No, it's Cassius. He's been here.
Oh, is he here?
He said, you got to play this. It's really funny. And we got 10 minutes left in overtime, so we'll check it out here, and we'll see what we got. I've never heard of 2 APRI. He's got 152,000 subscribers. Seems to be doing pretty well. Let's see what he's got. Video chatting in public is illegal now.
Other customer uncomfortable and then we cannot perform any service right now.
Post office shuts down from chill guy filming.
You're now being told to leave under threat of arrest.
I think she's like a gift card, maybe. Oh, wait.
You not stop filming or take a picture. You're not supposed to.
Sorry, babe, 1 second. What's that?
Stop filming.
Oh, no. I'm video chatting my wife.
Stop.
No, I'm video chatting my wife. Yes. No, she thought I was filming, babe. Sorry. But yeah, I think we should get her a gift card here, maybe.
You should not do this.
Okay, I got to say, this is not starting off very strong.
I can't stand how that guy talks.
I really don't.
I don't know if he's doing that on purpose.
I don't
or
like
what.
non-pedocrystalia. This guy bothers the shit out of me. All right, let me keep look. I'll fast forward a little bit.
Like I say, please, you can talk to your wife without FaceTime. You cannot filming.
Oh, am I talking too loud?
No, sir. Would you please?
I didn't know I was talking loud.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
call police.
I'll talk
This is a federal.
Please.
This guy fucking sucks. Like I don't even have I don't have a specific for the first time watching anything. I don't have a specific criticism of this man.
I don't know what to say about him. I can't stand whatever he's doing.
It's not good. I don't.
As a whole.
It's like Antonin Scalia. We always quote him. He said, "When it comes to pornography, I know it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't define it. I know this sucks. I can't tell you exactly why. I don't know if this guy is like not as funny as he thinks he is.
Right.
I don't know if the premise just sucks shit. I don't know if he thinks that, I just thought of a funny premise, so if I just say words, then this thing will be funny. The things that he's saying are not funny. It's awkward. Maybe those are all the reasons it sucks, but it's just, not only does it suck, it doesn't even suck in a way that's entertaining. It just sucks.
I can't even describe how it sucks to me.
Yeah. Sandy Squatch says someone with $5 says someone stole Jack and Cough's identity. He's sitting next to me and didn't say anything. Oh, shit. Drama in the chat.
I never understood the flex, quote unquote, of stealing another chatter's name.
Yeah.
And chatting as them. That seems weird.
Good luck. It's smashing up web auditing with creepy pranksterism. You're not giving it enough time. So, how much time am I supposed to sabotage my own show? All right, I'll continue.
Postal workers looks like they're filming something right behind me. She's pointing the camera in my direction. Yeah, I'm not sure. It must be some lunar cycle in here. Right? Yeah, or maybe too much of their...
My wife that exists brought up the concept that they might have taken either too much or not enough of their morning medi dose.
Of their medi. Either not enough of their medi or too much.
Well, it's other customers in the lobby as well that may be potentially endangered.
We're going with this, right?
Should I skip forward? You said this gets funny,
I don't know.
Cassius.
Skip.
I'm going to skip to 512. You said this gets funny.
I can't hear you. I don't need to be on camera.
Babe,
Because it's about to get personal in a second.
I'm just trying to.
I'm usually like, I'm about to say, I
I don't know. She said she's gonna.
I've never had this type of environment.
This isn't a prank. I mean, what's the prank? The guy's being an asshole at the post office. A prank is like you go up to them and you try to mail something and you insinuate that it's like a bomb or something illegal without saying it, and then they feel really awkward, and then you're like, oh, we're doing this for a show. It's a prank. Haha, we got you, blah, blah, blah. He's just standing there like a dipshit filming them. They're calling him out for filming them, and he's going, oh, no, I'm just FaceTiming my wife.
Yeah, you seem like a weasel in a chicken coop. I don't like it.
Right, like they called out the prank immediately. It's not a good prank if they call it out. They're like, no, you're filming.
I can understand not filming in like a government building. There's a lot of addresses in there, by the way. I go there all the time.
This eats ass. Not in the fun way.
It's probably less fun than eating ass.
Yeah, I'd rather eat ass than watch this guy's videos.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, how are you?
I'm familiar with everything.
With the what?
You could do whatever.
Don Terrius?
Film, I don't care as long as you.
I was going to say kind of Mike Tyson.
The police gonna come with him. You're gonna have to engage with the police. So.
I understand.
I mean, it's just unnecessary.
Well, I wish they would be as calm as
you.
you.
To do what you want to do.
No. Like, well, there's kids
I'm going to skip ahead.
I'm not trying to blatantly film customers. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's respect. It's just people are flipping out of nothing. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I understand you just exercising your right and everything.
Hey, I'm ready to check out. I got a card for my wife. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, this fucking
Dave,
stinks.
I'm not sure. She's just filming me. She's not checking me out. I'm trying to get the card for you. Oh, ma'am?
I'm going to fast forward a minute and a half.
I'm like stressed out by this video right now.
Okay, you too. This is the U.S. passport fees, babe. Do you have a passport?
What is wrong with his voice?
He sucks.
He sounds like a stoner.
Here's the fees.
This is what bums me out. This episode of tonight's show will get maybe 2,000 to 2,500 views. Morning show will get 3,500 to 5,000 views.
All right.
Our clips will get 1,000 to 2,500 views. This guy's got 100 and some thousand fucking views, and he's dog shit terrible. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think we belong here.
I don't like people that put hilarious in asterisks.
Right. Don't put
in the title.
Don't put hilarious in your title. That's for me to decide.
It was not hilarious. I feel sleepy. I feel like I am dipping out after that.
That sucked. And not only that, but it's setting up a rant for me, which I guess could be the only positive that comes out of it. We don't belong here. We're better than this. This show is better. If that's a thing, we're not welcome here. Because we do something that's far more entertaining and better, with more effort and everything else than that. If views are the message, then the message we're being sent is the people on YouTube would like that about 25 times more than they want this.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Oh, have you seen the views on TikTok? We would never, ever.
I think we just belong somewhere else. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys. This is great. But someday, we've had amazing growth in just a year's time. But someday, Steel Toe will find where it belongs. And that's where we'll truly blossom. Because I can't be seen with that guy. Drunk on Cringe says, how many views does it have, though? 160,000.
Too many. Okay, it's too many.
160,000.
How many subscribers does that guy have?
140,000. Yeah.
Wow, so people go back and actually religiously watch it. That's crazy to me.
Greg Gurilmo says, oh, now Rumble's looking better, ain't it? No, because Rumble's not there yet. They're like, that's like saying TNA was WWE. It's just not there. Matt Field says it's the boot that YouTube puts on your neck. It's not you. I get it. I'm fucking around. If I thought that and was that terrified by it, I certainly wouldn't bring it up to you fucking people. I'd be too scared.
I kind of wish we would have checked on Ed and Michelle versus that.
We can still check on Ed and Michelle at some point this week. We got plenty of Ed and Michelle time. Blob Lorp says people love them because they love watching the fights. It's like a reality TV show. It's just not
It's probably for the same reason people checked in to watch Jersey Shore, although it's a dumpster fire.
Yes. But
there's so much fighting.
Kip Smith says he 100% buys views and subs. Dude, they're starting to ban people for that shit now. I wouldn't fuck around with that stuff.
I don't think he buys the views and subs. I think people actually watch that.
People,
I don't agree with that, but I do think people do it.
Maybe it's Earth. Maybe we don't belong on Earth. Maybe we got to find a new planet, and that's where they'll get it.
New York looks like Mars right now.
That's true. Coherent Nonsense says, I like listening to yous, so I don't have to listen to myself. Drunk on Cringe says, dude, you start TikTok and instantly have 1 million subs. Yeah, 90% of the shit on YouTube or on TikTok it's padded numbers. It's bots. It's fake.
You should just do TikTok.
God, I would
just put reels up.
Be so.
I think you can do. What are they? 2.5 minutes? I don't have TikTok, but that's what I've heard.
So excited about the prospect.
Well, the monies. Don't you get paid for the views?
Oh, no, I thought TikTok you got paid, like you get sponsors and stuff. I don't
know. I'm trying to learn from other YouTubers that have TikToks.
Well, I'll tell you this, guys. The RedBar Chad Zumach stuff was fucking hot. We did a really good job with that. We tried to listen to Cassius. It didn't work. Nothing against Cassius. We're still going to respect Cassius and his opinions.
Yeah.
We just might put him on like a 3-video suggestion probation. That might be it. The next 3 he requests, we'll give it a break.
No.
And then the 4th one, we'll check it out.
We'll get there. But Cassius is fine.
Yes, we love you, buddy. And thank you, all of you, for making this a successful week of evening shows. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Getting us ahead a little bit for tomorrow morning. We appreciate that. Mr. Nagel says, I missed the show. So starting at when you're done, is the Iron Sheik stuff at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Has none of the archives and photos. I'll do Sheik right later tonight. Yeah, we have... we've got Sheik at the beginning of the show.
Yep.
Is when we did him. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. April, thank you.
Thank you.
And to the rest of you, 6 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning, as we do every morning. Join us for the morning show. Yes, Greg Garilmo, we do have a morning show. Be sure to check it out. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you to everybody who keeps this show going and on the air. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.